So now the stream's going. So what we do is we test it to see if my audio is working, because that's the most important part of it all.
Well, I mean, look.
Amazing.
Because without that, it doesn't quite work.
It's like
hearing one end of the conversation on the phone.
Well, it is. I listened to the stream, and it's like listening to one end of the conversation. You're all talking and responding, and
everyone talks shit, and I'll listen.
Everyone was talking, and I'm just talking. Like, everyone's responding to me, but they can't hear what I'm saying. It's just really awkward. It is like hearing one end of a conversation.
I had to listen to it. It's working, and it was very jarring.
Why was that? Because you could hear it double time?
Yeah, I heard like the conversation on like a 7-second delay.
Oh, right, yeah. All right, well, it works. That's the main thing. Cool. All right, so we leave it and we'll go ahead.
Cool.
Quick. So, it's recap time, boys, and I can't say girls, so it's just the boys.
Well, we're recapping four. There might be girl audience members.
It's true. I was referring to you people, but yeah.
Okay.
You people. What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
I was waiting for that.
Use guises.
You guises and geezers. Bong discovered his powers and utilized them for a small amount of time in a fight. Using the spirit of Bull, you did get them.
Ancient balls inside me.
You'd have ancient balls inside of you.
Yes.
That was what, 35, 40 seconds into.
Yeah. Cool. Didn't last long.
That is that's a record.
Fucking hell.
In which you utilize the power and your 2 new Warhammers and demolish a couple of the guards that were in there, leaving 2 left out of the 6. The power started to wane and you went back down to being normal Bong, and they were like, nah, we're still getting out of dodge, left out of the room. While that was happening, the rest of the party proceeded to wake up, discover they have their new papa and their new blink dog or blink puppy. I haven't named him yet, if I remember right, but we'll get that's something can happen whenever you want. Left, went to see Prathrax, gave him the go ahead with the plan. He gave you the letter. The letter was to basically have the family hand over a bit of clothing that would resemble their daughter if taken out of the house, because the plan was basically to have the plan was to basically have one of the captains of the guards, Vermia, dress up as the daughter, the Jewel, bring her along as if you're capturing her, and hand her over as the swap for Bong. So the letter was to have the family on your side, believe everything you said, have the seal of his signature, his autograph on it, so it's all believable, it's above board. He gave you the letter, and you then proceeded on to the house, the manor, the mini manor, we'll say, the mini manor that the family belonged to. Along the way, you discussed the idea of what plan you're going to concoct to have everything kind of run smoothly, and Helvig came up with the idea of, why don't we make it seem like it's a sort of crime scene-esque, like you're actually gonna bust the door down, capture her, get everything like riled up, make it look like it's a real basically like kidnapping, because Prathrax had mentioned that not only had you guys been monitored or watched, because the guards have said that and noticed it, but the actual captain, like himself and stuff, and the like where the guardhouse captain is and everything, has also been watched, and he has noticed that there has been eyes on the party. So he's been wary, given you forewarning that he's not going to go with you for obvious reasons. It's very telling if, one of the 10 guardhouse captains comes with you. It's not exactly smart, but gave you heads up. So Helvig's idea to kind of make it seem as believable as possible seemed like a good idea. And so I believe you guys went with part of that plan, not the entirety of it, but a decent amount of it. Once you arrived there, you could see that Vermeer was waiting in a disguise. She used disguise self and was in a different appearance other than her halfling form, because it would be too telling to see if herself was there in a halfling form. It's very obvious who she is. She waved at you, kind of giving away the fact that she knows you in a really silly way. Helvig gave her the telepathic message of get the fuck away, like you're giving away the cover, you're being ridiculous, get away from the gate of the house. So she starts walking away. Helvig gives chase to give her basically an idea of like what we're going to do, and the rest of you stand by the house ready to go. Helvig, you give the explanation of, hey, let's telepathically once again, hey, let's pretend that I am berating you and that you have to be the dumb person of the group, that this heist or this kidnapping is going to be really important. You need to get online and stuff like that. She agrees. She walks around the corner and a flash of light happens. And she walks back around again as a separate race. She's a female dragonborn at that point to kind of look a different part, as she might think, being disguised will look to seem like that. Comes back around, you hit her like in a full force, like to make it seem really believable, and she like fully like goes, ow, that really hurt, and you're like, no, make it believable, let's do this. Start berating her, going, we're gonna do this really loudly out in the open so people can hear it. Like it's really obnoxiously, like people like, yeah, like we're gonna kidnap someone. She's on board with it, comes along with you. If I'm remembering correctly, because it's been 2 weeks, they send Auxilian in, don't we? Because you wild shape to fit through with the letter in tow. So you enter as, I believe, a spider with the letter in through the letter chute. Once you're in there, you actually poof back into Auxilian, as you notice that the mother and father are in the locked room as it was before. And you basically just kind of go blah really nicely, but like, I'm here to help you, as you just pop out of basically nowhere because you were a spider at that point. And they immediately draw weapons, or one attempts to, one gets a knife, and the father feels very threatened by everything. You hand over the letter, manage to diffuse the situation, and explain everything that you want, not just you, but the party want to do to safeguard not only his family, but rescue your friend Bong. And so they become on board with the plan. Not begrudgingly, they're just very wary of everything, so it's very hard for them to believe you, but you manage to succeed in doing that. And so they find a bit of clothing that's one of the daughter's dresses, the kind of like forest green that is, it goes along with the idea of the jewel, and gives it to you to hand over to your Dragonborn friend. We have Mordecai come up with the idea of using, once you're on site as well, because you do enter as well, kind of like break your way in to make it seem really like it's a kidnapping, utilizing the kitchen because it is the, what I would say, the least clean room, so it's going to seem less of a cleanup for them and everything. Mordecai uses a shadow spell or darkness over the actual front of the house where the windows are, so you can't see into it. It's the magical darkness that his monk has. And this is a great way to kind of make the scuffle less. You can make the noise and everything like that. I think you were like banging pots together and stuff like that to make it seem like a child's doing it and stuff. But it worked in a way that you were able to have Vermia change into herself again with or at least a close representation of the daughter with the dress now draped over her. And then you managed to actually find a pillow sack, or the pillowcase, a long enough one with one of those kind of arch pillows to actually fit the halfling into it and kind of like sling it over yourself. And then you turned into I can't remember the name of the creature, but it's basically an ox or a bison-esque one.
Yep.
And Helvig lived out his Wild West fantasies and rode you like a desperado. With
motherfucker.
Yeah, that's it. With his gun in tow.
Yeah,
with his gun in tow and the newly kidnapped Vermia attached to the back of the bull in the pillowcase, running out the front of this house, the parents screaming and everything like that, give it back and everything, making it seem as believable as possible, as you then all proceed onto where the meeting spot was, in a very left behind portion of Anvil. To be fair, as we've discussed, it's almost like the only left behind portion of Anvil. Everything else seems to be upkept, looked after, and this is something that has now had a building permission to be raised to the ground and reused for something, but in the meantime, it's just got the leftover houses and leftover taverns and leftover jails of a part of Amber that's no longer used. And so it was going to get, well, it may still get basically bombarded to the ground and reused to create something that kind of fits with the rest of the estates of the city. You know, it's not good to have this kind of ramshackled, broken down, crime-ridden area for people to use. And so you all get there. You find your way to the meeting point. And as you get to the meeting point, the kobold who none of you have met before except for Bong, who met him briefly at the tavern. At the tavern, you meet him. His name's Hawk. I think it was Hawk, if I remember right. And he basically gives the lowdown of, let me see the goods, let me see the jewel. Vermeer basically climbs out of the sack, looks almost one-to-one identical to who she's supposed to look like, and goes, yep, that's the one, but I need to inspect it closer. You're a bit wary, but you let her walk closer to him. You say, we're not going to let you closer without Bong. Bong goes, the Kobold Hawk goes, yep, all right. Speaking of Bong, and then as that happens, the two guards burst out of the room to the top left here. So just get that ready up there. On the top left there, that showing the two guards frantically running in fear out of this. Well, for Bong, he knows at least that has jail cells and everything in there, but it's just a repurposed building or repurposed house that has jail cells put into it. Run out terrified and basically see the kobold. They've worked together, obviously, because he's like talking to them like they're obviously allies. And then you guys initiated combat as the kobold's like, well, shit's going sideways. It's time to let me use what I have brought with me, which he brought with him two things. A gang of ghouls, so a gog. And then he also brought a new creature, which are ettercaps, which are almost like bipedal, like anthropomorphic spider creatures, but have like a carapace on their back that is really thick and hard, like a turtle shell. Very horrible creatures that have venom that, or essentially like poison that once it kind of attaches to your skin, if it does manage to melt through any portion of your body, whether it be arm, head, whatever it may be, that body part will dissolve through the bone and fall off. And so far, there has been very little success in reattaching those limbs. Luckily, as the kind of battle progressed, that did not transpire. No one lost any more limbs, apart from Bong's inability to function a formable sentence.
Well, I mean, that's about standard fare, isn't it?
Yeah. But we did get... there we go, sorry. What? Oh, okay. Combat ensues, and Bong actually makes his way out. But before that, we have Vermeer picked up by one of the ghouls and run to the northern end of the area to try and take her away. And it's then that the guards basically go, cool, yep, let's do that. Guard takes her off the ghoul, starts running off, both of the guards together, and Vermeer transforms into something that Bong is well versed in seeing, which is, we're classifying it as it. It has a name, but it's more transcribed as it. And that horrid abomination of like the changeling not having the concrete ability to fully keep its form from changing, but also it's got half of its dwarven form there, but the other half is just the drooping skin that, like I said, it's falling off into the ground, but rejuvenating because it's trying to transfix itself into something else. As Vermeer was waiting out front of the house for you guys, she's a bit daft. She did run into the alley before Helvig could kind of capture to her. As that flash of light happened, that creature swapped. It knocked out Vermeer and swapped places with her, knowing full well what was going to happen, and took the role of the daughter, or Vermeer, and went along with the plan. She's now in combat with you, and you see some of her disgusting abilities firsthand, which he does fully consume and eat one of the poor soldiers, or say guards that are there, hired muscle. Fully eats him, jaw unhinged like a snake, and just consumes him, as the other one is also attacked, and his weapon goes straight into her and is absorbed and kind of rusted down against her poisonous skin, and he is killed by her hand basically just pushing through the metal of the armor like it's nothing, like it's butter. It just keeps going through from his chest through to the spine, out the back of him, and leaving those two dead. The fight carries on. Bong comes back out to join the fray. This is the first time that the comrades have seen him in over a day now, and he doesn't look too bad. Looks a bit banged up, of course, but you know, apart from the fact they can't quite see his mouth, little less worse for wear. The battle carries on, and Moxie all of a sudden just, into existence, and he's in the fight too. And the six of you manage to destroy the ghouls, the Edicaps, and the creature known as It gets down to the point of almost no health points left. Before it does one last attack on poor Auxilium, who's still transformed into that bison, and eats the bison whole, doing an astonishingly high amount of damage to him, almost insta-killing his character. And Bong manages to pull him out of the gullet, or the belly of this creature, with success. It's very brave of him to do that, but pulls Auxorian straight out, as Auxorian's unconscious body is now in his arms and rolling death saving throws. The creature is then pretty much on its last legs as then Mordecai sends a sending stone out to ask for the assistance of Prathrax, as Prathrax and his guards come at the last second to arrest or take care of the rest of the mess as much as they can, as 3 separate groups of guards arrive to basically help and clean up this mess. It tries to run away and is impaled and killed by a bunch of the guards to the northern quadrant, as they block off any of the entrances or exits, I should say, possible for this creature to get away. And the last you saw was the creature being stabbed to submission or to death by the guards. Combat had officially ended. Bong is with you all. Auxilian, you got stabilized. I think
our kill.
Yeah, you got stabilized by Mordecai, I believe, at the end as well.
I think. Did you give me a healing potion?
Spare the dying.
Spare the dying. That's right.
Yeah,
you're not conscious, but you're not doing death saves.
Yep. Well, that's good. Is Bong still Giant Blue Man, or did that end?
No, it ended before he came out. So pretty much like
okay, so we didn't see that. Yeah, I was just checking.
As he killed 4 of the guards, the power waned because it's new, fresh to him, and it was kind of still like asphyxiating his body. And it transmogrified back down to being normal Bong as he ran out.
Yep.
Bongify.
Yeah. But yeah, so combat ends and you have yourself stabilized, and so spare the dying, does that stabilize them? But they're still unconscious, aren't they?
Yep.
Yes, thank you. I was remembering correctly.
I believe so.
Yeah.
And I think it takes. And is it what's the rules? Is it like an hour, or do you have to roll the dice like to see how long until you regain consciousness when you stabilize?
Naturally, yeah. So it's you roll the 1d4 if I remember right.
Yeah.
Better roll that, I guess.
Or basically, the minute someone just heals you, naturally you're back.
I'll roll it and we'll just see.
Yeah.
About 4 hours, apparently. I'll see you next week.
You're having the best sleep of your life.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I just got eaten whole.
So yeah, either naturally you can have a rest.
Water around.
Glass of water, yeah.
Or put his hand in it.
Stable creatures and healed regains 1 hit point after 1d4 hours.
There you go. So what I'll do is I'll delete these so we know they're not on the field anymore. Prethrax is here. This is finished. And Vermeer is smashed to pieces, squished like a pancake up here. Moxie is gone. And yeah, the noise.
Yeah.
And you need to give me 2 seconds. I'll be back.
And a word from our sponsors. We have none. Who would be our sponsor? Who would sponsor something as just
Uh,
deplorable as us?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'll give you all $5 to fuck off. There you go. Sponsor done.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, of course, yeah. Call on my little notebook. This session's
Oh,
gonna
don't
be
yawn. I'm fucking so tired. Oh my god.
There we go.
Welcome to our D&D stream where we all fall asleep because we're old.
Yeah, this is now ASMR.
Yeah. Do you like the sound of 5 men snoring? Let's get ready, fams. It's the apnea.
sure there's
It's the apnea
some
sympathy.
ASMR shit out there.
So, as combat has ended and the guards have now taken their positions in each of the exits to kind of block them off, you can see the kind of writhing mess that is it on the ground is no longer moving. They're kind of twitching because it became flat like a pan and kind of like skidded away. Twitching has stopped. The body has become lifeless as far as you can see. And Prathrax walks over.
I want to go check it out.
Yeah, go for it. So you walk over and you can see that it's in the same shape it was before. You don't feel any kind of magical hum or anything from it. As far as you can tell, you can roll medicine check if you want to like observe to see if it's kind of finished.
Yes.
Taste test.
Taste test.
13.
Sweet. As for all intensive purposes, as far as you can tell, it looks deceased. Or at least if it's not deceased, it never was alive to begin with.
Cool. So, how many spell slots have I got?
Yeah, I was like, Ray's dead.
100%. Oh, look, I got one more animate dead. I cast animate dead.
Go for it. So as you look down at it, you can see the kind of like the stabbings of spears as they've been pulled out of it very recently. The soldier's still standing over it with the weird kind of skin peeling off the sword and everything like that. You notice that the swords that they have aren't diminishing or turning to rust or anything like that as they stabbed into the creature. Finishing it off, the kind of like properties that it was giving out was a mixture of not only its blood and the skin as like a coagulated mess, but it used a bit of magic as well to infuse all of this together to make it almost like a poison armor on itself. And when it's upon its death, the arcane energy used stopped, which meant that the poison in it is still on the skin, but it doesn't have that dissolving effect like it already had before. So as they stabbed into it, finished it, kind of the first guard's sword would have turned to rust and dissolved into it and finished it off, and the rest after that would just basically overkill at that point. Like, nope, this thing's not living to see the light of day ever again, and they just went into town on it. You cast Animate Undead on it. Two things. You need to roll a wisdom check for me. The DC check for it is 25.
Sick. Let's see how I go with my +2. Fucking 21.
That's
Close, bro. It's really good.
It's a good roll.
It's very good. So with a 21, you'll naturally know how to use the spell. It is part and parcel of who you are. You cast a spell and you can feel that connection between you and like when you have with your zombies and other creatures as well. You feel the connection connect for a split second and then it snaps shut and it's not able to make the full connection. But you are able to, on over 20, because you're close, you are able to ascertain one thing. That this creature and its half dwarven body and half melted skin is a twin of another one. And the other one is very nearby.
Oh shit!
Fuck yeah! All right. When I did this as well, did I ascertain that it is?
Is it me?
Dead?
Yeah, it's dead. Yeah, so that connection was definitely like that connection would not even been able to happen if it wasn't 100% dead. So you definitely know it's finished. without any semblance of a fault. Like, there's no chance of this one coming back, but you definitely know, you feel it. You're like, there is a second one of these very close by, and it is the other half of this one that's missing.
Cool. So I'm just going to cast, I guess, message. I want to be a bit quiet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to cast it to. How many people can I do that at once?
I mean, for homebrew, I like to say, if you're casting message and it's telepathic, if you've got a link with them, if it doesn't require a wisdom check on behalf of that person, as many as you want. That's what I like to do.
Yeah, cool. All right, sweet. Wicked. I'm just going to cast that into everyone's head and say, stay frosty. This is only half of it. The other half is still close by. Did I pick up, like, I guess, when I made that connection, was there any way for me to ascertain the other one's intention?
Do an Arcana check with advantage because your DC check was close enough.
All right.
On hearing that, I'm just going to slip Auxilian a healing potion.
Beautiful. So just a basic one. You do your the 2D.
Yeah, it's all I got.
Yeah, that's all good.
All right.
2d4 plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
Let you roll that.
Oh, okay.
All right. 28 for the Arcana.
28 is perfectly enough for you to know its exact whereabouts. Sweet. And then Auxilian, you are back to consciousness.
I get 7 hit points. Yay!
You're like,
how's everyone looking? Alrighty. I'm just going to ready my action to. If this thing comes at me, I'm shooting it.
Yep, done. You feel that, so the initial connection with the deceased one, its last kind of thoughts were, apart from it thinking it's going to get away, it was trying to reunite with its other half. That was enough for you to deduce and feel that connection and be like, I know exactly where it is. And it is right there in the room the Bong came out of.
All right. Who's still healthy enough?
Healthy. No. I think
you rest up, buddy.
Bong.
I'm gonna be like,
you okay?
Bong's just gonna after the rage wears off, he's just gonna go up down to Uli and just give him a big hug.
Healing 6 points.
Good to see you, mate. What happened? Where you been?
You can roll a perception check if you want to as he speaks. Because most of the time Bong speaks with a smile, so he's got a large.
I got a natural 1.
Don't you have advantage on perception checks?
It's visual though.
It's visual.
And this is a sound one.
Yeah.
I imagine. But you all right, Bong? What? Didn't quite catch that. Maybe. And I'll just clean my ears. I think I must have something in my ears, Bong. I can't quite understand you, but it's good to see you. Do you need healing? I need healing. What am I? Hang on. Does Bong look like absolute trash right now, by the way?
Yeah.
He just looks disgraceful. Yeah. Cool. I'm also absolutely disgraceful. I am going to... Let's just cast Aura of Vitality.
Yep, beautiful.
So... I've cast that. So now we get 10 lots, unless something attacks us in the meantime. I'm now concentrating on that. And I will just start doling out healing to people. Bong, you get the first one.
Yay.
You get 5.
That says 8.
Sorry, 8. I'm good at maths.
It's not even good at maths. Just have to read the number.
On the screen. I looked at the number on the screen and said 5.
He is holding back intentionally.
Yeah.
You're right, big boy.
Yeah.
Well, he takes off his test
Now this one is actually 5.
All right. How often do these?
It's once every 6 seconds, so
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
how.
It's up to Dave how much we get through.
Oh, so nothing's happening at the moment unless Helvig decides he wants to do anything.
Well, no, I think I'm just gonna. I've noticed my
3.
guys come up next to me, and we're just gonna I'm intently watching to see if anything comes out.
Yep. So while this is happening, because I'm doing the 6 seconds on my hand.
Yeah.
So, Prathrax walks over to the corpse of the creature, looks down at it, and sees the soldiers standing now in position, kind of being a phalanx position, trying to put their shields up and block everything. And looks down and goes, pitiful creature. Oh well. Something else that our lovely alchemist can utilize for her stuff. That's all good. Boys, it's time to pack this up. I think we've done good here today. From the bottom left-hand corner, 2 horses come with one of them actually got a large, kind of like the cylinder cages on the side of it to put people into. He was expecting to have to put a person in it and bring them along with it. Doesn't have to, it's just a flat pancake of what was this creature. As well, I guess a bag will do. Horses kind of walks past Mordecai, trots past Mordecai and Bong all the way up into this where this creature is. Stops the clip-clopping, and he gets out of the rucksack that's on it a bag, and just goes, well, who one of you lucky soldiers wants to pick up this corpse, eh? And all of them kind of take 2 steps back as the minute he says that. He goes, oh, well then, I thought I trained you better than that. He gets down, just kind of like picks it up with his hands, and his hand just kind of scoops through it like it's mush, and it's like dripping between his fingers onto the ground. He goes, oh, I don't even think this thing has any solid parts left. And he just kind of like scoops it into the bag itself, and just kind of like into the bag, and he just kind of, you can still see it's like drag marks of like not just like viscera, but just like poison skin and all this. It's just green slosh along this drag mark as he puts it into his bag and ties it shut, and just saddles it straight onto the side of this horse, and just kind of ties a noose onto it so it's ready to go. He goes, well, it's been a wild ride. Turns around and sees all of yous, bar a couple, in a little bit of damage at the moment, especially Bong, who you are, and Uxorian kind of worse for wear. You did get a good aura of vitality going, so there's a bit.
Yeah, I've still got a few more things to do. But I'll just check where are you at now? Does Bong look less bad? Because like I'm still like death's door.
Bong's not anywhere near as he's almost not bloodied.
Okay, we'll go one more for Bong, just because.
This has been a very, very nice hug.
Yeah. And then all the rest will be for me. You've been adding those on, haven't you?
Yeah.
So all the rest from this next one's all be me.
Those hugs that last just a little bit too long. It's one of those ones.
No, Bong's very, very like almost thought Uli was dead. Bong's very, very
happy. Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah.
As beautiful. Bong, you're looking much better than before.
Yes.
But Prathrex walks over and just goes to give you that massive like dap, like just, but the medieval one where you clasp irons around the wrist, just to see you safe. And he says, Bong, you son of a bitch! I never thought we'd see you again. And like, it's literally like the Arnie thing, like it's just like the 2 muscles once again, like just flexing on. Yeah, you son of a bitch, like just flexing on the screen. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. And he's going to roll perception to see if he notices. He rolled just as bad as Shane did, so it's fine. So he's going to be like, I'm sorry. I don't quite. Can you repeat that, please?
Are
you
okay? Point towards where I sort of smashed out from.
Because, is there something still in there? Yes. Are you?
Prathrax proximity to us, or has he come back down to where Bong is?
He's still. Oh, sorry. He would have to be down here. Sorry. Yes.
Can I just
Sorry.
try and get his attention, and I'll point at the sack that he's got, and point at the building behind us.
Point at the sack. Do it.
Pointed at the sack.
Has,
You are hopeless.
has Helvig relayed where he felt the arcanic pull from, or just that he knows it's nearby?
I would have said, yeah, like it's within the building.
Okay, cool. Sweet. You like kind of get his attention and stuff like that, and he looks to you and goes, Mordecai, yes, sorry. Distracted by Bong's inability to speak right now. What do we need?
Assistant.
Okay. With what? Is there something else?
And then I'll just whisper to him
Okay, yeah, sweet.
that there is a twin of this creature within that building still.
Yeah, out of your shades. Oh, right. Very good, but also terrible. Let's surround the building from all entrances. Make sure there's no exit points for this thing to get out, and we're going to make sure we kill it once and for all. Are you joining us?
Absolutely.
We need to fight more.
So you can stay out of it if you want. They've got roughly 90 guards there. Like if it was trying to get out, it would be a hard press for it to do so.
No, I'll fight. Hang on, Bong, come here. Get you ready. You get another. A nice juicy. That was a really good roll on that cure wounds.
Jesus.
So you get that. Yeah, I do actually.
That's fine.
I need it though. This guy. Who else is? How's everyone else actually looking? I'm not sure. I can't remember.
I'm at like half,
You're at half.
which
All
for
right.
me is
Take a single hit.
like I took one hit.
Yeah.
But you didn't take one hit.
You just need
it's
one.
from probably like one hit.
You need one
I'm just half 'cause
acupuncture.
I'm fucking.
I think Mordecai. Did you say you didn't get hit once?
Correct.
Son of a bitch!
No.
I got eaten. You didn't even get hit.
Yeah, but you also charged straight into its mouth.
Well, it
He's
seemed fine. Oh well, I get 19. All right, that's fine.
Nah, it's all right. You're more concerned to heal me.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, are you throwing any this way, or I got a potion of healing? Which I
Yeah. No. Seeing as I'll throw this one at you. Hopefully, we get a decent roll. How's that?
Oh yeah, that'll bring me up to almost full
Sweet. Okay.
because I am squishy.
Yeah.
I am a wizard perception.
Can I now, being
What?
that close, roll perception to see if I notice?
Yes.
Here we go. Let's have 3 shit rolls.
But everyone just thinks Bong is normal.
Significantly better. Yes, you're the first one to actually notice that when he is speaking, he has the inability to pronounce words, as he has no tongue in his mouth to be able to do so.
Oh, what the hell happened to your tongue?
You
Wait a
seriously
minute.
just asking
You
that?
As you go to high five the blind man, like
That's exactly what I.
Anyway, let's go and deal with this thing.
Yeah.
beautiful. Prathrex will walk all the way up to the front door, just to the left here, kind of the alleyway between the two buildings. All the guards proceed to stand completely around the front left-hand side of that small alleyway and surround the entire building, leaving, as far as they're aware, 0 exits for this thing to be able to get out of. And he also asks and stations a few of them to scamp up to the top of the roof and check to see if there's any, bits of tiles that could come across or any holes, anything, any way that this thing can try and escape from. He's trying to eliminate that process. And with almost 90 guards, he's almost like, I'm almost certain that, like, Tiandra herself couldn't get out of here if she wanted to try. And so they're all at the ready. Every guard station around the roof, back, front, left, every possible area. And he goes, I'm going to open the door and rush in. Are we ready?
Ready enough.
Beautiful.
Right.
Prathrax doesn't even open the door. He just kicks it down as hard as he can. Let's see if he rolls strength for it. Now he rolls good when it matters. Kicks the door straight off the hinges as it's already been opened before. And like Lucy, like I said, the buildings around here are unkempt. So everything's kind of been left to the wayside. Kicks the door down with all his might and just slams straight down. Doesn't see anything immediately, but kind of draws his greatsword, 2 hands at the ready, and kind of readies his action and walks slowly into that first room, which the layout is, if you guys don't know, but Bong does, temporarily sort of does, that it was that kind of mess hall area at the front. As he's walking through it, he makes his way in a couple of steps into that mess hall area, looks around to the left, to the right, sees the jail cells. There's the dividing door between that mess hall area and the jail area. He sees the jail cells through there and just kind of gets a shocked look in his face, because the 10 guardhouses are all accounted for. This would effectively be an 11th one that he has never seen before. He's never had to ask about it because he's never seen before, and he's never seen, or it's never come up with records or anything like that. But it is a fully contained abandoned guardhouse. So he recognizes the mess hall has been used by guards before. He recognizes the jail cells are in a patented position where they have been installed. The bars, everything is the same labor and a craft that the other ones are made out of. Of course, the layout is different because it needs to fit into the locality area, but the make is identical to the remaining 10 that he is already accustomed to. And so as he walks through, you see him actually shout out as a real hearty shout, I see nothing, but everyone come. We've got to discuss what's in here. And if this thing is in here, kind of goading it as much as he can, it's not going to live very long. He walks to the dividing door between the jail cell area and the mess hall. Anyone want to enter after him?
Yep.
I would have been right behind him.
Bong is going to be like wanting to go through the front door, but he is going to stop.
Yep. All right. You enter into the mess hall area, and you can see the corpses of 4 soldiers on the ground, demolished, like actually demolished, smashed to pieces. Recently killed as well, because they're fresh bodies, of course. The blood on the ground is actually pulled out to the point that you're now walking, leaving footprints of blood wherever you walk through here as well. Prathrax has entered into the jailhouse area, and he is looking around. He looks to his left, looks to his right, and immediately can't see anything. He's going to roll perception to see if he spots something like that. Whoa, that's a 3. He looks everywhere, but he can't quite see any creature like that. Helvig.
Can I make a perception check?
Yes, from where you are, so you can roll perception, you can roll arcana. With advantage.
No,
Perception.
20.
Cool. Doesn't matter then.
Yeah, whatever.
Should I roll the
Doesn't matter.
Arcana as well, just for shits and gigs?
Yeah, right, sure.
18.
So we'll take the nat.
We'll take that.
Instead of seeing, you hear gurgling and chittering from above the roof, above where actually Prathrax is standing, and it's enough for you to give him a warning that he needs to immediately move out of the way as something drops on the roof, trying to consume him. And you can see like the kind of jawed open just splays down and slams onto the ground as you arrange a time to warn him and like get the fuck out of the way. He looks up, barrel rolls forward as this creature just lands with its gore, like gaping maw straight onto the ground, trying to eat him as once, but just misses. And you see teeth splinter against the concrete floor and just shatter everywhere onto the floor as it just screams with pain as it misses its mark and falls down sideways. As it falls down sideways, it's kind of shrinking down until Bong's seen it before. It's a dwarven size, so it's a kind of like 5 foot, like, well, we'll see, actually, it's about 4'8", like they're quite short and everything like that. But like, it's shrinking now down to more of a halfling size, and it's on the floor and its side just kind of cowering, and it sounds like it's crying, but it's a horrific interpretation of what someone is crying sounds like. It's like it doesn't know how to, and so it's trying to fake that emotion as best as it can, and it's now the same look but dramatically smaller and on its side in the fetal position, just like I said, faking the emotion of crying as Prathlex looks down in it and just brings his greatsword up like this just to bring it back down in it, and he goes, "Any last words, you disgusting abomination?"
I also have my held action. I want to shoot it.
Done. Yeah. You've got it held. He didn't, so you get the first chance. Roll the hit.
22.
Yeah, sweet. That was its AC, so you're dead on.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Roll for damage.
11 points of damage.
Sweet.
Does this gun do any other bullshit? This is the first time I've hit with this gun.
So yes. So do you care if I say it out loud so people know, or?
No, go for it.
Cool. So the idea of your pistol is effectively the more you use it, you gain proficiency with it, but the more you kill, and I mean like end the life of something, whether it be, you know, the point is the creature has to have the intent to kill you or a comrade of yours or your friend, someone that is within your life that you would be like, I would have their back, right? Prathrax counters that. And so what happens is it was enough damage to kill it. It literally only had 1 hit point left. But it's enough to kill it, and the soul actually escapes out of the creature and absorbs into the gun. And once you absorb enough souls, into the gun, it will evolve into the next stage. So as it stands now, it's sitting at dormant, and then after dormant, it's awakened. After awakened, it's exalted, and after exalted, it's illustrious state. And that's the last one, is where you just become like overpowered as fuck. Like,
can't wait.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So
That
I've got a tally of the souls you've acquired in the gun. So now it's 1. And
Sweet.
not of course not going to tell you when it does happen, but I will let you know when it does happen.
Fantastic.
But yeah, so you see it actually, and certain souls are worth more than others, because you a lot of the time can't see souls, or if they do, it needs to be someone who's attuned to magic to see them. So you're used to seeing them, and you're fine with everything like that. And the one that comes out of this is like a deep crimson, to showcase that this thing was just pure evil. Like it had no hope of being reformed in any way, shape, or possible. It's a creature of pure evil. So they kind of like chaotic evil, and the soul kind of comes up, and the gun kind of glows once you fired it with that like I said, when it shoots, it has your name stringed across the side of it, and the minute that the bullet hits it, a soul just kind of sucks into it, spirals around the barrel of the gun, and then goes into the actual chamber at the side and becomes a part of the weapon itself. 100% finishing the life of this creature, as it now has no soul left because you siphoned it. As Prathrax has the greatsword, and he just goes, I guess I don't need to do it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And just brings the greatsword down onto it and just like smashes it straight onto it, and just like the viscera just splatters against the wall as like it has nothing left. Yeah, literally, you'll be like that. Definitely finishing the life of the twin, which was the one that kind of, well, for poor Bong's sake, was going to do, or may have done, it already did some bad things to him. So
what worse was going to happen, Jesus?
Yes, and so
do I need to dig around in its gut for his tongue?
No, you don't. I mean, you can if you want, but like it's got
pull out my pocket knife, and I'm like,
yeah. Here, Bong, eat this.
So that finishes the kind of falsified changeling twins that you have now managed to kill. So Prathrax sees it and goes, well, I need a bag, don't I? I'm gonna have to take this one as well.
I just wanted to go play some music. I'll have that out there.
And that's why you're not allowed to anymore. All right, so with
What
our
we've learnt
discounted
is bring an
iPads,
adult.
is there like a discounted sort of air tag as well, so we can pull it on Bong?
Nothing
Because
else.
he left it on the ground last time.
Yeah.
But if I put it on a collar, then it's kind of like a dog. You put one on a dog.
You gotta basically just strap it to him.
What's the
Yeah,
subscription
yeah.
fee?
I was gonna take the thing to his head and just be like, "Don't take this off."
Here's my iPad kid. Please don't lose him. Like, you can do something like that if you want to. Like, officially, like you do have his tablet. If there's some way you want to affix it to his person, like I'm sure there's some way you could think of doing that.
We can sort that out later anyway.
Yes.
Lots of search area.
Yeah.
So when, as we've like gone to go in, so Bong, like
Bong
Is-
looks
hidden?
determined to go in, but he's not moving forward.
Okay. I mean, Auxerian sort of went in, but is probably a smidgen less confident about his well-being after what had just happened. So would have, as basically exactly as the sort of layout there, would have just like sort of stepped in, and probably would have been aware of the fact that Bong would normally go charging in like a loony,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't. So when I now turn around and look towards Bong after Helvig shot this thing,
Yep.
what am I now? What am I seeing when I turn back to Bong?
Oh, Bong is like hammer in hand, like looking very, very concertedly inside and around, but just sort of like that sort of like don't not maybe no.
You okay, Bong? What exactly has happened to you? Did you get a hit on the head or something? Give me a good look. I'm going to go and give him a once over to try and figure out what the hell's going on.
Yeah. You can roll medicine check with advantage to see if you can give him that one.
If I fail this again. Yeah, okay, that's going to do it.
Maybe.
I got 23 and 24. Cool. Natural 20 on the second one.
Excellent.
Oh, no.
20s all around. Yeah, so you give him the once over, you can see, and so with the nat 20, you'll notice this scar on the left-hand side of his neck. The fact that the bottom part of his earlobe has been chopped off, and the fact that he's beaten, bruised, doesn't look too crash hot, regardless of the fact that he has been healed. And you now also, as does Mordecai, know he has no tongue.
What the hell have they done to you, Bong? Oh dear. I don't. I mean, yeah. I'm not sure how to put things that are missing back. The cuts and the bruises I can heal, but Helvig. No, he's gone. Mordecai.
the two mind readers
anyone?
currently fucking indisposed.
You're outside, so technically Helvig and Prathrax are inside. What'll happen is Prathrax will hear that, kind of step over the corpse of this thing, just walk out, sheaths his greatsword as he doesn't believe there's any more danger in the house. He's more concerned that he's now found a secret guardhouse he did not know about before. Walks out to hear you calling, and goes, "Yes, sorry, we had a bit of an altercation in there."
Is it dead?
Yes, your dear friend Helvig took care of it with his fancy pistol over there.
I'm glad to hear that. The other people that were kidnapped, well, do they have things done to them like what Bong has here? See this scar and the tip of his earlobe, and well, his tongue's missing.
I'm sorry, Sir Shunlaf. Bong, may I please see? He goes, "Oh, Lord, okay. That is indeed a missing tongue. And goes, the other scar looks to the left-hand side of his neck and just kind of like tilt your head to look and just goes, that's very unique, actually. Can't say I've seen that before. We did have the autopsy results of a lot of the other ones. Some had cuts on their ears and neck. Some had cuts in the center of the sternums and legs, but they kind of had like incisions that were done up again afterwards. So this would be fitting to the nature of the other wounds we've seen. Not the same spot, but fitting of the nature. Yes.
Did they put something in or take something out?
That I'm not sure about. We can find out though.
And lastly, how do we put a tongue back
Yes, well,
that's been removed? I'm not familiar with that sort of magic. Do you know anyone that? I mean, Bong's not a big talker, but he can talk. Right now, he kind of can't. Yes, Bong, I know you can talk. You're a very good communicator.
yes. Oh, well, we have healers, but I believe the only person that I know, there's two people. We have our healer that we take care of in the first layer you're in. They have a cleric that a decently high level cleric that deals with magic spells that are rejuvenation ones. Otherwise, the only other person that may be able to is literally in the capital, where like the actual capital itself. They have a very high ranking druid there that knows a regeneration spell. And the regeneration spell is one that restores lost body parts. But you would need to somehow convince, like, legitimately, like, the god healer. Like, anything happens to Tiandra, stuff like that, that druid is up there as their healer. They know resurrection, true resurrection, everything like that. They're like very high level. They could do it, but also they don't associate themselves with the goings on of anyone in, like, that's not the capital.
Well, how do we like get in there? There must be a way.
You could. I can send a letter up there requesting aid. That we have found the creatures responsible, and that a hero has fought well and brings safety to Anvil, and hopefully appeal to the better nature of Tiandra and her council, and hopefully utilize the spells of their healer. That's the best I can do within my power. Or you can see if the lower level cleric might be able to as well. He's not too attuned with magic to know. He just the only two healers within his knowledge bank that would be able to do it.
I've already used some regular healing magic on him, and that, well, definitely didn't put his tongue back. Well, you might have to make do just for now, Bong, but we'll definitely get your tongue back one way or another. We kind of have. I don't.
Just gonna put a hand on Uli's shoulder, like, oh.
Does anyone have like a notebook and a pen? Bong, can you write?
Fuck it up. All right.
Can you write yes or no? I mean, all right. We'll deal with that. Yes, we have. Things have gone awry since we came here. I think perhaps Is Fleur just like floating about, or like?
So essentially, she's just autopilot. So she's just going to follow, like, not the commands, but it's effectively whatever the group's collective decision is. She'll follow that.
All right. How?
Sell the dog.
Sell the dog.
No, let's not do that. Let's just not. Like,
Josie,
sell all the trinkets.
I sent you a message. Sorry.
Goddamn.
Yeah. Yeah. So no, she'll follow suit as well.
Yeah. Okay.
As you're back outside, you do. The guards are kind of like stationed around it. Brathwaite's asked them to, disperse, be at ease. They all gather around the middle of the courtyard itself, the rows and rows of them. And he simply gives them the commands. He goes, you need to report everything you've seen here. He's going to stay, but he's like, you need to report this to the remaining 9 guardhouse captains, everything that's happened here, including the fact that they found an 11th guardhouse itself. Also, someone needs to find Vermia, because she is not here.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, what do we do now? I mean, we've got Bong back, well, most of him.
We could maybe have a look at the healer that they have here.
Well, we could. We still have wounds. Prathrax, is the healer here, or is he or she at one of the other guardhouses?
She's at one of the guardhouses. So, no, sorry, not the guardhouse. She's at the Mages Academy.
Okay. Perhaps we should go visit this person. Maybe they might have some more insight about what's happened to Bong.
Bong, you can just be like this or this from now on.
What was that? No one said anything.
I just said that Bong's like Caesar now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's it. Yeah.
That's
right,
terrible.
Which direction is it from here to the Mage Academy?
So if you were to leave from here back to the kind of main area, so like I said, it was 2 hours walk to get from 2.5, sorry, to get from the guardhouse 6 where Prathrax is from to here. The Mages Academy is you go back out to the main outer circle, so that's going to take you about half an hour's walk from here. Once you're in the outer circle like that, you're actually not too far from it. So you just keep heading left around an hour or so, and you'll actually make it to the Mages Academy. Because like I said, you've got like all the magical property stuff kind of in one area, and each area is like a third or a quadrant, and each third is dedicated to something different. So you've got the bazaar and the forest walk and the taverns and everything in one area. There's more taverns than that, but predominantly there's a large group of them there. Then you've got the actual library, and the library you also have next to it the tailors, and then the tailors further down you've got the Mages Academy. So where you are now, you're between the Mages Academy and that tailors. So you've walked past the tailors to get to here, and if you just walk a little bit further an extra hour, or an hour and a half, because you got half an hour to get back out because you're in the inner circle, also the outer circle, and you get back into the inner. So an hour and a half walk, you'll get there, but it's not far away, and you know where it is by the map.
Yeah. Okay. Does that seem like the best action from here? What do you think, Mordecai Helvig?
Definitely worth a shot, I think, if we can help Bong get on the mend.
All right. You good to walk, Bong?
A bit unresponsive.
Wait, did you talk to Bong or did you talk to?
I said, are you good to walk, Bong? This one, that one, or I'll take that as yes.
Is Prathrax still inside, or is he outside with us? Or
yeah, he's out with you. Yeah. So all the guards have left, and it's just you 5. Sorry, 6.
Okay, I will just ask Mr. Prathrax.
Mhm.
Thanks for the assistance, and we're glad that we could help right this horrific thing that was happening here. I'm just wondering if you would be able to do Helvig and I a slight favour, as we were diverted from the course of justice as we came here to quickly try and rectify this, and have now lost out a day on what we were working on, which was trying to absolve a kobold named Sleever of false accusations.
I am not aware of this. Is this he's in jail?
He has a pending court case, and the allegations were placed by Artog the Crazy.
Right. Artog's a man of great stature, very well spoken. I've never seen him lie before. But what are the accusations against young Sleeper?
Helvig? Was it grave robbing?
No.
I didn't write that part down.
It's not that he's not guilty, it's that the crime doesn't necessarily fit the punishment.
That's right.
Punishment seems quite severe for something that is a bit of petty theft.
So
there was also above table, there was also something that wasn't lining up with saying something about the kobolds, but they're not very common here.
Mm-hmm.
I had that written down, that kobolds were not very common at all.
No, there's not many within Anvil. So so we go. Well, petty theft usually results in jail time, a bail notice, so they pay out their fines of what they stole, give it back, and if it's not formed, then community service. But a court case is exceptionally
execution.
Execution for petty theft.
Correct. It was that above table. It was execution. Yeah, I don't know. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
He goes,
yeah.
This is not something that I have ever heard of. In fact, it's a bit ridiculous. Look, what I can do is I will acquire the transcript and the records from Artog. I'll head there now if you wish, and I'll figure out what's actually going on. No promises, of course, but from what you've told me right now, the crime does not fit the punishment whatsoever. I've never ever heard of someone being caught, having a court case and potentially executed over theft of something so minor. I will acquire the documents. I will acquire everything that I can, and I will skim over them myself. I will talk to Artog and get all the information from him personally, and then I will relay everything I possibly can to you and see what I can come up with. If it's obviously something further that they're not discussing with the general public, then I may not be able to discuss it with you, but I may be able to assist you in the background. But I will find out everything I can, because from what you told me, this is not normal. In fact, it's not just not normal, it is never heard of in the history of Anvil. I've never heard of seeing someone executed over petty theft. It happens every day. Every single day. To execute someone over something so small is not sending any good message to the people of Anvil whatsoever. Yes, I will get on that right away. That is, you have my solemn vow on that.
Thank you, and I'll give him that thing.
Yeah.
Can we also hold on to these, and I'll hold up the sending stone that he gave us?
Yeah, they're yours forever. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
So with any sending stone, you can
communicate to him.
Yeah, and if you ever need to repurpose them for someone else, because once you just delink them from someone, you can just relink them to someone new. So you've just got a basic free ones. So if you can always use them to send them to him if you want, but like it's up to you. They're yours now.
Okay.
He'll head off immediately. Post haste.
Before he heads off.
Yep.
Well, Bong will go, Rifle.
There's Bong. Yes. And he goes, Can you do Bong? Can you roll persuasion for me real quick with disadvantage, of course?
Yeah, that's fair. All right, let's go. 13.
That's still decent. It's with disadvantage. And he goes, my friend, it's a miracle you're alive. And I do thank you. My muscles are bigger today, and I will treat you to something strong drink-wise when we can get a chance. With that, I'm off.
gonna give him the I'm gonna give him the fucking salute or whatever it is.
The 3 towns, yeah.
Yeah.
It's good that you remember that, because he does it back to you. It is like one of the main kind of like soldiers' honors to do that. A general person who does it is effectively saying to someone, "I'm part of the military," and if they're not, it's not great. It's like almost like stolen valor. You have the title, remember, so you're fine. You're not indoctrinated. You're not in the military, but you are in favor of them, so you're fine. But if a general person doing it, it's almost like that stolen valor thing. It's like they have to basically just do something else, but you're fine.
Bongus does it because it makes people happy.
You're just like, hey, I get a reaction on someone. So Prathrex will just go bang and disappear. He literally like gets on the horse that has the cages on it. One horse tied behind the other, and he trots off into the wild.
He takes the 2 big sacks with him.
He does take. Well, he only has one. The other one he just stepped over. The remains are still in the house. Yeah. He leaves. Helvig, you walk up to Bong and see now for the first time his ailment that he currently has.
It's like, what have you done?
Which one?
Buddy?
Yeah, which one?
Which ailment?
Can't take you anywhere.
Can you roll a wisdom saving throw for me?
Who, me or?
Helvig.
All right. I was like, what are you doing to me, Chelsea?
23.
Beautiful. Everything is fine. Helvig, you look over Bong's body, see the missing tongue, and for the first time, and everyone now bears witness to it, apart from Fleur, Helvig starts to change. His skin becomes craggy, kind of like rock with molten bits of lava between them, and it starts to cover his entire body. Almost like you were to look at and it's a good reference, the Thing from the Fantastic Four, but with like charred rock instead, and you can see that molten red lava between the crags of these rocks that are surrounding him, and kind of like popping in and out of his skin, as once his entire body has become entirely encased in rock, they start to fall off, and once they fall off entirely, there is a grey drow standing in front of you. A very tall grey drow, long pointed ears, slender white hair. I need every single one of you to make a wisdom saving throw right now, and I will do Fleur's for her.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I'm going to use my inspiration to re-roll that sucker.
Oh.
Not much better. I'm in trouble. That's an 8.
And Fleur's was a
Friends.
14. That's checked one.
Worst thing was like my whole dice skidded across the 20 and then went 2.
And it's all a fucking what's it, dog and pony show when it's the digital one.
So Fleur's was at 10, Mordecai's was at 8, Wounds was at 10, and Bong's was an 8. Excellent rolls.
Yeah, we did great.
You did. We're all in this together. As this drow is standing there looking at Bong, he literally just goes to Bong. He just grabs your jaw, pulls it down, looks into your mouth, goes, you poor sucker. Don't worry. I'll fix you up. Puts his hand into your mouth, Bong, and you feel the strongest burning sensation you've ever felt as your tongue starts to regrow itself from that back of the throat area as he slides his hand out ever so slowly as he's using the regenerative seventh of a spell to grow your tongue back. But as it gets all the way to being fully formed again, it finishes and he goes, "Not quite yet," and just squeezes the end of it, and you have a sigil attached to the front of your tongue. And he lets go, and he goes, "Well, Master Bong, would you do me the honors of trying to talk?"
Do the bong.
That's better. We've made progress. You can fully talk once again. He has regrown your tongue for you. The wisdom saving throws was to cast silence without a verbal component, so none of you in the surrounding area can cast spells or wild shape at this current moment. As it turns
We're
around,
silenced.
yeah,
Cool.
silence. As it turns around to see Mordecai and Fleur, and looks around and goes, "It's lovely to meet you all. My name is Wen. And with that, someone owes me a favor. Fare thee well." And he closes his eyes, and all of you blink, and as you blink, Helvig stands back in front of you again. Within your mind, Helvig, you see Win standing there and goes, "Bong will be okay. I promised you he would be. You don't have to fear for him. But I would recommend getting that scar on his neck checked out by the nearest physician if possible."
Did I
What
notice
just happened?
the sigil happening as well? Could I see what was happening, or was I in like?
You can see, because like
dreamland?
your wisdom save was
Yeah.
high enough that you were still in. You're basically letting him co-pilot. You were still in control,
Yeah.
but he co-piloted. And once you were like, he's done, you're like, nope, back we go.
The sigil. I guess I'm concerned about that. What is that? What did I see, and what did I pick up anything? Or
You can roll history or arcana, whichever one you're deciding to.
no, I'm gonna do Arcana because it's stupid.
It's plus
well,
11, I
16. So it's pretty low for me. 16. Yeah.
just a casual, still above 15. So.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's infernal. 100% infernal. And if you're, I made a thing for it, but if you were to look at it as a description, a rudimentary description of what it looks like, it's a straight line. It's red as well. So generally Bong's tongue's like that, like pink color, but you can see it's like someone's tattooed with red ink, so it's distinguishably different to the rest of the color of his tongue. So you can see it when he sticks his tongue out being silly, you'll see it. It's a straight line down the middle of the tongue, and then you've got like 3 kind of zigzags going down it. So like it's a full like 1, 2, 3 down the middle of it, and then a circle around that as well. I've drawn it so I can show it to you later and just send a picture of it.
Yeah. Cool.
But everyone will see it from now on anyway. And it's an infernal spell that he has placed on Bong, that Bong can now cast a specific spell that if you want, the roll wasn't high enough for you to know the spell, but it is a spell affixed to Bong that Bong can cast this spell if he wishes to do it. It's a verbal component spell, of course, because it's on his fucking tongue. Anyone else who now notices it can try to roll Arcana to see, or History to see if they recognize the sigil itself and the spell that's associated with it.
I'm gonna
Let's
shift
say
I'm
it's later.
excluded because I can't see my own
Yeah,
tongue.
Bong, you can't roll anything.
And I'm dumb as bricks.
You're like pulling it out, trying to get like comedically stretch it. Like,
Yeah. I'm
Natural
gonna,
one, baby.
like,
Well, yeah.
how high can disadvantage go?
Helvig, what the hell just happened? Who was that? Why'd you turn to rocks and your rocks fell off and you were someone else and now you're back and Bong has new tongue?
tongue has new Bong.
Yes.
I need a drink.
Very quiet this whole time.
I guess I'm gonna look at the mark on his neck as
Mhm.
well that Wen has warned me about, and see what I can ascertain.
Yeah. You can go medicine or Arcana.
silly question. It's a dirty 20, a 9 for a dirty 20.
It's all good. It's been cut open with the scalpel, of course. The scalpel was laced with magic when it was done so, and then was stitched up with thread that was laced with magic as well. So the scar itself is giving off a very faint, like, aura of magic attached to it, and it's chaos magic.
Can I steal it? Because I want it.
Give me your neck, boy! Give me your neck!
Give me chaos. Give me fuel. Give me fire.
But it's not. It's in no way like a dangerous. It's more. It's the residue left over from the utensils that we used, and of course the fact that there's thread still like stitched with it. So that's still giving us the very faint aura of it. But it's in no way like that. That is not what. It can do no harm to anyone. Literally, it does nothing. It just distinguishes what the magic is from.
Okay. Bong, come give me a look. What the hell that man just did to your tongue?
As Helving's taking a bit of a look at Bong's neck, is just gonna use one arm and go around and just bring Helving for a big old hug.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yep,
Thank
cool, buddy.
you,
I'm still trying to look at everything. I'm like,
Then
love you
Bong's
too, buddy.
Gonna pick him up and go and pick up Uli, and then he's gonna go up to Morty and pick up Morty. He's gonna go pick up Fleur, and he's just gonna say,
Right.
"Thank you for coming to save Bong."
I'm assuming that I'm currently getting squashed because I got picked up second, and there's now 2 people now. So it's like, anytime, Bong, you're welcome.
It's a big, sincere hug.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're okay. Can you put me down before I'm not okay?
One more squeeze.
Are you okay now, Bong?
Yeah. Bong feels better.
What? Who were they? What did they want with you?
Oh, Bong just wanted to play music, and Bong was going to go to the place where they look at the stuff. What was it called?
The bazaar?
The Bathar.
The Bathar. Bong was going to the Bathar.
It made more sense when you had no tongue and you could say Bathar.
Yeah. But then the square blinky thing was a bit hard, so Bong saw people playing music, and they said that Bong played music really shit, but then really good. And then Bong played with them, and they looked like a lot of fun, and made a lot of people laugh and smile. And they invited Bong to another place to play, and then we had drinks and
That all you remember?
no, there was that person. And she said some pretty horrible things, and Bong felt weak and cold, and Bong thought that was it. That he'd never see anybody ever again.
I'm never going to let that happen to you, Bong.
Bong felt a fire ignite, and then Bong wasn't in control of his body, and Bong broke and killed the bad men. And he's going to sort of point in the room.
Well,
And
that's fair.
And then Bong heard everybody outside want to come out.
Well, you're okay
And then-
now.
And then Bong pulled Uli out of the mouth of a weird creature lady. And
Oh,
then
you pulled me out. I don't know.
And then-
She ate me.
Helly
It
turned
hurt.
into a weird, not Helly, and fixed Bong's tongue. And now Bong's tongue feels a bit spicy. Yeah, Bong's all right.
I think Helvig's suggestion before might be a good plan because
What day is it now?
I'm
there's been a
retreating.
few other things happen. We have a few things to discuss. I may or may not currently be a semi-wanted criminal.
Speaking of things
It's
to
like,
discuss, I know I'm
Sammy?
new here, but who the fuck is when and what just happened?
Yeah,
Is that normal? Have you guys seen that before?
no, but there's been a lot of
Unbelievable
strange
stuff.
stuff happening. It kind of. Is there? There's like just going to look around. Is there anyone else like within earshot right now?
No, you can roll perception if you want.
Yeah, definitely going to do that.
Mhm.
22.
Yeah. You scour apart from the corpses of ghouls, kobolds, and various other people. No one you can see living apart from the group in front of you.
So I don't know if we want to discuss it here, but
It's one of those topics we could do it later.
yeah,
Discuss
this
things
stuff's
in our
getting really
quiet
weird.
little nook upstairs in the at the tavern.
That's probably the best. Probably for the best. Weird happenings.
As we're leaving, I'm probably gonna like be having a bit of a sip and then see one of the kobolds and be like, "Well, if all else fails, switcheroo." And I just pick up one and chuck it in the bag.
Yeah, that's fine. There's no DC
When-
check for that one. Yeah.
When we were inside the building, does it look like there was anything notable of loot?
So you can roll investigation back. We'll say we'll just go back to that. You can roll investigation for those who entered into the things. I think
14.
Exorian and Bong, you don't. You didn't
No,
go
we
in. So it just
only went to the entrance and that's
Yeah.
it.
So Mordecai and Helvig. Helvig, you can roll investigation too. It's fine.
I got
A
an
lot of
8.
A lot of stuff happened there. Bong doesn't want to go back in there.
That is 100% fair, friend. Cool. So 14.
I was more
and
focused
8.
on the prize.
Now you see everything as a prize. You're like, I want that soul and that soul. and
Yeah,
that
that's
one."
all. I was like,
It's like-
I'm just gonna antagonize everybody now. Cool.
Bong, don't hit it. Don't hit it hard, but don't hit it too hard.
That's it. So
Hit it till it's almost dead and let me finish.
Yeah,
who rolled a 14?
Me.
Cool. You rolled higher, so you take it first. You get a potion of frost giant strength.
Or
Nice.
You get eyes of minute seeing.
thing wake up. I'll just
Also,
write it
question.
down.
do I have
Eyes.
all my shit, or was that all confiscated from me?
So you never actually lost any of your stuff.
Okay.
You were still fully clothed when you were on there, and your bongos were literally like at the front when you left them. So there's no, that's all your possessions, anything like that.
I just felt naked.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you don't have full clothes anyway.
Yeah, but you know,
Yeah,
it's naked and it's naked.
yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, sorry, yeah. Eyes of minute seeing. You get them as
Yep.
well. And a 14. So you're so sick. Here we go. 14. 28 Luro, which is the
Now,
gold.
is that the
The gold.
gold?
Yeah.
You-
And again, Helvig, you rolled a 8, was it?
Yep.
Sweet. Of course you got it. Okay. You get a bag of tricks. In a grey color. And
Cool.
8 is anything divided by 4. You get 8 luro. And an elixir of health. That's it.
Cool.
Which I think that one's actually a decent one. Oh, cures an ailment, like paralyzed, deaf, and blinded, or poison. Cool. So that's what you two find.
Nice.
Is there
Does
anyone here
Blur
that
get an
also...
investigation roll?
Sorry?
Does Blur get an investigation roll?
I actually, you know what? We'll see who she follows. All of us roll your initiative order, and whoever rolls the highest, she follows you. So if Helvig and Uxurin, you roll the highest, then she... No, sorry. Mordecai and Helvig, if you roll the highest, she...
On that 20.
Alright. If someone
Nine.
can beat-
Come on, get a 1, get a 1, get a 1. I got a 4.
I got an 11.
I think they might beat us.
So Bong won. Yes. So
I won.
she stayed outside with
You got
you.
a that 20.
So she does not get an investigation roll, is the answer.
God damn it.
Well done,
Out
Bong.
of interest, does anybody else have a very meager strength score?
Yes.
Bong.
Yes.
Not Bong. It would really not affect you at all, I don't think. But would
Well, have you
somebody
already got
like
something that makes you stronger, Bong?
Bong's got
have
these
now a
fancy
second
gauntlets.
potion of frost giant strength? So I feel like someone else could probably use one. I have no idea how valuable these things are.
Think?
That's not for a
Probably
decent amount.
Florian.
Or if
I'm
we mix them-
probably not going
decent
to need
amount?
it.
Yeah, I've
Say that
actually
sells
got
for a decent amount.
I've got a stone giant strength potion already. But
Well, if it
yeah, I don't
sells
really
for
have
a
many.
decent
weapons.
amount, then I retract that offer.
Yes.
Okay.
Just hang
cool,
on to it.
Thank you.
Redact everything. Everything.
I have
Well,
a
look.
fire giant one and 2 frost giant. I don't know what the difference is.
I have a cloud giant.
Oh, one goes to 25, the other one goes to 20.
That one's spicy.
Spicy.
That's
Almost
29,
forget
isn't it?
Nah, 7.
That's a lot of strength.
Maybe I'll attach it to the gauntlets. They'll work permanently. That's the way it works here.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. You just decide. You just choose.
Cool. So your decision was to go find the healer in the Mages Academy. Was that correct?
Yes.
Do you
Well,
need
I think
to do that?
originally, but now Bong can talk again. Am I concerned about the thing on his neck though, or am I just thinking Wen's been a fucking cheeky prick?
You can roll insight on Wen if you want.
100%. I hope he remembers what I told him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't insight shit. I'm like, that guy's an asshole. So I'm slightly concerned about,
Mm-hmm.
whether there is some truth to that. So I'm like,
No, I think none of us have realized the spell itself. But there's certainly people at the Mages Academy that could tell you.
we might need to. There's a thing on his neck and the thing on his tongue, and well, how you feeling right now, Bong?
What's on Bong's tongue?
Never mind. How you feeling?
A bit.
You want to go eat lots of food and get drunk?
Food, yes. Drunk, probably.
Also, yes.
All right.
Let's go do that.
Do
Bong-
persuasion
Bong's
roll.
not
Bong's like, it's a 20, don't worry. Sweet. Awesome. So Flo will follow Bong for the rest of the session.
Give Bong the dog.
It's
Gonna go to the pound.
well, you haven't seen the dog this is the first time you've seen it.
Is the dog even here?
Yeah, it's on her back because like the
Oh.
thing she made for the egg just sits the dog in it now, so it like hangs out of it like a baby.
Okay, we'll insert scene
little
here.
baby-
We'll come back to it later.
Baby Bjorn for the blink dog.
Yeah.
Has it got any anti-blink mechanisms into it, or is it the dog just blinking fucking in and out like a
No.
an
So
idiot?
like it's not blinking, but it's parts of its body is going from that translucent to whole again because it doesn't quite understand like the concept of it yet. So yeah, it never fully blinks, but it definitely like it's not quite fully here, if you know what I mean.
Oh, before we
Yeah.
go, then I want to survey for a very good bone for the dog. I want to try to find in amongst all the carnage
Yep.
a good bone.
We
So,
want
like-
a real stereotypical like giant one with meat on it.
100%. Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
good.
You can roll
That's
investigation.
like one of the guards' leg bones.
Yeah. Roll investigation. That's all good.
Dirty 20.
Hell yeah. Take whatever bone you want, bro. It's a
wanna, like,
20.
How big's a dog? The dog's like about this big, yeah. Like,
It's a full
probably
pump.
want-
So you would essentially say, because the blink dogs are they're any breed. So what we can say is you guys can work together, think of the breed you want. So for now, we're just gonna say it's a generic Kelpie puppy. So that kind of
I mean,
size.
just be like, it's
There's
a
only one
dog.
dog I'm going to suggest.
Yeah,
A
I know.
corgi.
Well, we know what you're going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
corgi, yeah.
Man.
It's
There's
a
gonna be
Dachshund.
fur everywhere.
Oh, I'm fucking imaginary fair.
We all see it as what we want to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I find just like a bone that's going to be like really annoying for whoever's constantly carrying the dog to deal with. Basically, just to annoy Fleur because she's not here.
So what we'll do is you fully get the foot and like calf and the leg of the bone. So it's like the
Yep.
skeleton like foot like that. As it's got like the top thigh part of the bone in its mouth. So whenever you walk, it's just the leg and foot dangling in the back of it, clicking together.
Has it got a shoe on it as well, still? Because I kind of wanted to have a shoe still.
Yeah, you can still have the boot on if you want. You even fasten it so it doesn't fall off
100%.
properly. You like really tighten it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tie it up, like double knot it.
Fleur from this humiliation of walking through Anvil with a puppy dog on her shoulder with a foot dangling like this.
Yep.
Fucking
Yeah, it is.
stupid, the stupidest thing ever.
And it's canon.
Amazing.
Well done, boys.
And she's going to hate it. I can't wait.
All right.
Need AI art of that.
Yeah,
Oh.
done.
You're a good boy.
Out of interest,
Yes.
obviously being new to this area and everything like that, is like, how much is like a lot of Luro? Because like Helvig, the item that you ordered from Topo was like 8 or 10, wasn't it?
Oh, the great sword.
Without, yeah, without obviously.
No, did I say 100?
It was 100 or 120.
Yeah,
or something.
I think I said
I think it
100
was, yeah.
Loro,
Was
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
I
Was
spent a
that
fair
like
bit on that.
a lot, or
I
is that
remember
like
much.
standard?
So it is it's Feywild currency, so it is completely nonsensical.
That's why I'm just kind of like, whatever, man. Don't
Yeah,
care.
like legitimately someone could be like, I'm gonna make this great sword for 100, and then someone else can be like, you can have it for $5, like 5 Luro, because currency there is a sort of rate for it, but also the rate is dictated by the person itself.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's why, like, when someone's like, I spent 2.5 million Luro on that green jewel, the one that that family has, people are like, sure, that's a fuck ton of money. You can do it.
Mm.
I personally wouldn't do it. But also someone else could be like, that's nothing. Because someone else could be like, I traded, lost memories instead. And someone could be like, yep, you can trade memories. That's fine. You can trade feelings. You can trade regrets. You can trade whatever you want. Because when the Fae, and specifically in the fairies market, where if you go into it, you'll find out, they don't take Luro. They do not take Luro whatsoever. They trade way different things. So, like, if you ever want to buy stuff for people and they go, cool, Luro is the easiest physical currency to give someone. So they'll usually just make up a price on the spot because it's something they can give to someone else if they need. But if you ever want to, like, think of something else really wild and out there, there's a good chance they'll accept it.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
But yeah, like, generally shops find it easier to use a physical currency because they are like, it's much easier to keep track of on books. Like of where's what and what's going on. But it's not the be all end all of what you can barter with.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yep.
If I lose my mind.
Just start selling bits of it. You'll be fine.
Yes.
Just
yes.
turn into a drooling mess.
I'm already missing part of part of the
Oh,
original
yeah.
part of me.
Eh.
All right. To the bar.
Sweet. Now
Giddy up.
you can walk back to the blind eye. It's 3 hours. It's 2 hours, 2.5 hours, or you can go to a new one. It's up to you.
New one. I vote for a new one.
Closest one.
There's one that's literally
Definitely.
45 minutes from here, close, like heading
Yeah.
more towards the Mages Academy. So there's one that the
That's
mages
good.
frequent, which is like, of course, 15 minutes from, or say 15 or 30 minutes from the Mages Academy. So it's the one that they visit the most. So you will head to that new tavern. On the way, can I get you all roll perception? I'll roll Fleur's Furrow just to see if like people are still kind of keeping an eye out and everything like that. I need skills.
I only have one thing on my mind, and it's liquor.
That's fair. Well, she rolled a whole 5. Go, Lynn.
Ron got a 17.
Much better.
14.
Cool. So, yeah. You literally, Fleur and Helvig are like, just like, yeah, sick. She's gonna have a drink too. You know why? She doesn't get a choice. She ain't here.
She's probably looking at this giant bone with the dog and just being like, "You prick," and I'm like, "You're welcome."
I love it. Yeah, it's great. So you arrive, and once again, once you get out to the main thoroughfare walkway again, which is like closer to the inner circle of the actual first floor, you see that it's become just after midday, so it's about 3 or 4 o'clock at this point, so it's getting to the end of the day, and that people are not packing up for the day, but like they're getting home to their families, making sure that everything's ready to go. But you see a lot more ferries floating around in preparation for their market. You will not see where they go. You will not see any of their setup and stuff like that because it is something very special. But there is an abundantly larger amount that you're used to seeing because you're just walking through here, getting your way to the tavern, and there is just a plethora more of them. On the way, I won't make you roll perception. Active perceptions will be fine. 3 of yous, and so I say 4, 3 of yous recognize a very distinctly blue ferry, male one, floating with 3 other women by his side, and he's carrying a box with him. That's Aqua from all the way back in the mines near the start as well. Casually talking with the other 3 female fairies there. He seems to be, looks like he's helping them with the boxes and stuff. He's got like 3 mini boxes stacked on top of each other. He's floating alongside of them. They have nothing in their hands. So it's like he's taking the goods off their hands and being a little bravado male. He's decided to kind of showboat and just be like, look, I can carry him. It's all good. I'll help you along the way. But you do spot him as he wasn't with his sisters before back in Schleber's, his shop. So he's carrying them. You can either speak to him or you can keep going if you'd like.
I'm trying to remember. Was he a bit of a prick?
Yeah, he's a prick
cool.
because he's basically the only male in a female-dominated family. He's got nothing but sisters, and he's basically just like real bitter about life itself. And like he warmed up to you by the end because he's the one that gave you the egg in the first place.
That's right. Yep.
He warmed up to you by the end because he's mostly like, "Thank you for your help. I know it was shit," and stuff like that. So, he's not. He's just basically very jaded towards most people.
All right. I want to definitely talk to him because I want to like maybe question him a little bit on Schlever as well. But I'm going to be like, Aqua, buddy.
Hello, Aqua.
Yeah, you can speak again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You he immediately hears you. He's got the boxes and he goes, oh God. Ladies, if you would be so kind. They take the boxes one by one off him. He goes, I'll be right back, I promised. Friends, it's wonderful to see you again. What are you doing in Anvil? I know you'd be coming, but it's been quite some time. Are you good? Everyone's alive. I can see. That's wonderful. You've got a new friend. The egg. How was the egg? Actually, I forgot to ask you about it.
I'm just gonna like smile at him, and under my breath just be like, "I promise not to embarrass you in front of your new friends, as long as you tell me what I need to hear."
Oh, okay. You can roll persuasion. It's not really intimidation because you didn't say no.
Ah,
It's a borderline. It's
that's a sticks anyway.
Intimisuasion.
he goes, making threats in the middle of the city. That's very much on par with you. Well, let's see what you have to say. What can I help you with?
Tell me what you know about Sleever's situation.
You see the color drain from his face,
Mm-hmm.
and he goes, I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about."
Hmm.
And
As
I'm
he scrolls
standing
through
right
his
there, right? We're all
spells.
together.
Yes, yeah, you're all together. Yeah, yeah.
In Sylvan,
Ha-
I'll just say to him, to this group, but I feel like you should do Helvig the honor of telling the truth.
Yeah, roll persuasion.
Where's that one? The two.
Yeah,
He
14.
says confidently.
He says with much bravado. He goes, "It's wonderful to meet you, friend." You can see like he's like trying to force a smile when he says it too. It's like this shaking kind of corner twitching of his side of his mouth. And he says, "Friend, I'm once again not perverse in who this Schlieber is. I'm afraid I can't help you or your friend."
Did you say that back
Is
in
this in
common, or did you
Sylvan?
say that back in Sylvan?
Yeah.
Sylvan, so no one else will understand him unless you speak Sylvan.
Dog barely speaks fucking common.
I'll then just reply in common.
Mm-hmm.
Say to him, "Yes, I am currently a friend. That may change."
That's
I'm just
intimidation. You can roll that.
God damn it! I thought my intimidation was higher.
Can I also on that? I'm just gonna just murmur to myself a little incantation and cast Cause Fear. I need a
Yeah.
wisdom save. 16.
Jesus.
Shit.
We're playing bad cop and even worse cop, so you know it's fine.
Also above table, I have no idea who this character is, and I'm just assisting you here. So
That's
I
fine.
love it.
He rolled a 15.
Method acting.
He rolled a
that's a natural
15.
one.
No, he rolled a 15, so he has the fear status effect.
Cool. Does that mean it's his?
So you
Does
can
Mordecai get advantage then? on that
with
one?
his intimidation. So, but he's feared to you, not Mordecai.
Hmm.
Yep.
I'm just
So
gonna
you can do an intimidation roll if you'd like to do
I'm
one.
just about
Yeah,
listen here, you little shit. Tell me what the fuck I need to hear.
yeah, that's better.
Or I'll end
That's
you.
intimidation.
I'll fucking end you. So, 12.
Sorry, you get your other one.
I was on
Advantage.
advantage. All right, see,
Mm.
cool. That's better. 17.
It's dramatically better. That'll do it. He kind of like looks at you, and you do like the hell penance stare, and you just stare into his soul, and he's just kind of like, no, okay. Schleiber! I know, of course I know Schleiber. Oh, my sisters are working there. Yes, what do you wish to know about Schleiber? What can I help you with him?
Already asked you what I wanted to know.
Oh, the predicament, right? I have heard that he has been summoned to the court, and I have heard that it is not looking good. That he is going on trial, and the result may end in execution. But I'm not sure what else I can help you with regarding that.
Above table, he, from what information we've gathered, he was there when they did the job, or
No, he wasn't there.
nah? He wasn't there,
Specifically,
that's right.
specifically, he was not there that night.
Yeah, okay.
He serves me. He was the only one that wasn't there that night, wasn't it?
Correct. He was the only one there of the 7 that wasn't there that night.
It'd be like quite convenient that you weren't there that night, isn't it?
There's nothing convenient about not wanting to do theft or commit a crime, is there? It's not convenient. It's smart, really. I saw fit not to join my sisters and Sleeper on this quest of petty thievery, and chose to go out that night. Not becoming a alibi or becoming a general upstanding citizen of Anvil.
Do you know from what he took? Do you know what he created with those items that he took, the materials he took?
Oh, I knew he was working on something for you. I haven't been back in a little while. I don't exactly hang out there. My sisters love it there, and that's fine. But he was working something for you. He made stuff for clients that came in and bought stuff, specifically some armor, some weaponry, and a helmet for one person. And then he made some pipes and other bits of machinery that he used around the shop. He used quite a lot of it.
All that.
Hmm.
While he's saying all that, I'm just going to slowly pull out my gun and I'm just going to hold it up. And it's going to be like, so where were you that night then?
Once again, you can roll intimidation with advantage.
I'm turning into a real piece of shit. I love it.
You're turning into
18.
Yes, wait. He goes, and the gun is bigger than him. Like, it's physically longer than his body. So, like, the barrel, the hand, all of it is like, you hold it up next to him and it's like this much, like about an inch taller than he is. So, like, it's very intimidating to the poor fairy. He just goes, no need for that. You can put the gun away. It's fine. Where it was that night. Oh, let me recall everything of that night. I went to the local tavern around here, the Dry Flute, and so that's the tavern you're going to go to, the Dry Flute. And he goes, and that's where I like to hang out. It's very far away from Sleevers, like it's many hours away. So if he was saying where he was that night, he would be hours away. Even with the ability of flight, it doesn't change that. He goes, and I was, if you want to be perfectly honest, with some lady friends, and those lady friends and I had a romp in the stomp, and I was indisposed during majority of the night, and when I woke up, I was at the back of the Dry Flute, a little worse for wear, and then when I flew back to Schliebers to check up on my sisters, because I periodically do, I'm a good big brother, I make sure that they are okay, and that is where I saw the unfortunate incident take place of Schlieber having all this new ore. Quite a lot of it, in fact, a substantial amount of it. And when I questioned him where it was and where to get it from, he was not. He's a very forthright fellow and told me exactly where he took it from, and I disagreed with it. Very much thoroughly disagreed with it. I informed him before that I wasn't going to take part in it, and when I saw it, he had gone through the plan, and I did not like that whatsoever. So I then warned him that trouble may come. Trouble may come for him very soon. And I would want him to keep my sisters out of it. And so if they do come questioning, that he does not mention anything about my sisters being there that night, and that it was all his idea. And he agreed to it. In fact, he said that he would cooperate with that. But I had to do him a favor, and unfortunately, that favor I'm doing right now still.
And what is that?
Inside check.
Go for it.
Yeah, I want to say how much
Continuing
bullshit
the
are we
hot
picking up?
garbage of 14.
He, as far as you're aware, he's telling the truth regarding the safety of his sisters, because he does care for them, begrudgingly, but he does care for them. But the Schlieber simply agreeing seems very fishy to you.
and Shenton and Juzzy have the exact same position.
Hey, we were both drinking out of our mimic mugs earlier too at the same time.
Oh, you got the detective duo here, basically. Like,
Hmm.
oh wait, no.
Picking up on that, I'll just say, are you sure that you didn't try to blackmail or extort Sleever?
Are you sure about
I
that?
don't think that he would have willingly agreed.
you can roll persuasion with insight, with advantage, because your insight, you're able to figure out that part is potentially a lie.
Okay, that was so close. 23.
Wow, you needed that advantage.
Well, the 2 is right near the 20.
You really like the 2.
So with a 23, 100% you've caught him out in a lie, and that you've accused him of saying, I think you've blackmailed Sleepers. So, I wouldn't call it blackmail. I'd say more that it's a, well, let's just say this, it's a threat. I threatened to go tell the guards what happened if he was to ever put my sisters in harm's way, which is exactly what he did. But if someone was to come and knocking, and that if he was to bring them into it, that due harm would come to him and his establishment. I care not for thievery. I care not for what he put them in the position he did, and that I did threaten him. Yes, I did. I am doing a job for him, so he's not lying about that. But he definitely threatened him with the idea of, I will straight away tell the guards everything you've done. Also, some other shit that you haven't been caught for yet.
Follow through on that threat.
He goes, no. I have not followed through on that threat.
I say all I'm hearing is that you did. I'm just going to point the gun at him.
Jesus.
You can once again roll intimidation if you
gun.
want.
Interesting thing, this gun, how it collects souls now. I wonder what your soul would be like. 16.
Sweet. Same thing. You see him, like, he starts to perspire heavily. As like the barrel, like the very tip barrel of it is like a millimeter from like his chest, and he's just like, whoa. We're all friends. I've been truthful. Yes, you caught me out on a lie, but I did it for the benefit of my family. I do not trust Sleeper after his little escapades of stealing ore, and his escapades with someone's wife, or his escapades with stealing the deed for the title and the place he has. All of that stuff, I don't condone.
I'm just like,
His wife.
wait up. Whose wife?
Yes. Oh, he didn't tell you any of these other stories he's done.
I just can't imagine Sleever. But anyway, please elaborate.
Yes. Oh, well, when we first arrived in Anvil after you helped us out in the mines, I just gonna lower his hands because I'm losing blood.
Fair enough. I lower the gun as well because I'm like, all right, cool. We're just friends now having a conversation.
Sweet. He goes, well, when we first arrived here, and Schleber's partner from the mines, the foreman, when we came back and we informed them about what had transpired in the mines and that none of the mines were alive and Schleber was down there, Schleber concocted this plan that he was going to say that he was the one that helped us escape. He saw what happened to the miners. He's the one that killed the necromancer and took all the glory for everything, and that he wanted a reward for it. And so the foreman believed him wholeheartedly, and said, "Oh my God, that's, because they haven't heard anything in months and months, and they were wondering what was going on, but they had sent people back there and they'd been killed. And so when he had finally seen Sleeper, who he'd known for quite some time, come back with the fairies that were down there, he believed him straight away. And he then rewarded him very handsomely, I must say, for this act of bravery, which he did not commit, as we know you guys did. He was given quite a substantial amount of lure. He was given a promotion, and he was given housing, I should say housing. It's more that he was able to stay at the mines outside of Anvil, in the common area. So outside of Anvil, there's a mine where all of the miners, of course, work and live and stuff like that, and that's where Schleber was hired from. They do have basically like how FIFO members have. They have accommodation there. It's supposed to be just in and out, but the foreman gave permanent residence to Schleber there. So it was a thank you. Look, you may not have somewhere here anymore, but I'm going to give you the ability to stay here forever. It was only a couple of weeks after that when they announced the ball and everything was going to happen, and that during the ball the royals would come down and all the higher execs would come down, the council would come down, Tiandra may appear, who knows, that they started parading around Anvil, and they were celebrating the ball, and they were giving flyers out. You win a competition, you can maybe be able to enter the ball, and all that stuff I don't care about. What is more important is that one of the council members who is here, he's a very gruff fellow on the council. He was here with his wife, and Schleber somehow, using that quick wit and silver tongue of his, during the night, he caught the fancy of the wife of this council member. And it was needless to say that that wife did not make it home that night until the early mornings of the following day. He neglected to say who it was until a couple of weeks after, that it was this council member's wife that he had slept with. Whether or not he found out, or whether or not she felt guilt or anything like that, I'm not sure, but I must say that the man is talented with the ways of an arcanist, and that is all he is smart for. That small pea brain of his gets him into so much trouble so often. That's why I left. I could no longer deal with his shenanigans. I could no longer deal with the ridiculous escapades he was getting up to, and I have been trying to find a way to get suitable accommodation and get my sisters out of there, because as it currently stands, they all owe him a debt of gratitude for finding accommodation when they came back. And so they like him. Look, he's not a evil fellow. He's just a dimwit. And the issue we're having at the moment is, I believe that I'm establishing that this council member is quite pissed off at Schleber, because execution for petty theft is not something I've ever heard before.
And the council member's
And
name.
a name.
He goes,
Yeah.
of course. Now, I can either give you his, or if you want to roll history, I can give you the rest of them as well.
Yes, history.
Yeah.
13.
Which you all can roll for that. It'd be great if Bong rolled and knew it. That'd be fucking hilarious.
Let's go, Bong.
Ah.
I'll do Fleur too. Sorry, because she has been here before. Where are we? Skills and
Yeah, it's really weird that we're not getting told off by Fleur for doing stupid shit all the time. Kind of nice.
I should roll a nat 1, baby.
Oh no!
So let me go back to the other screen.
Too busy playing with the bone, just distracting her.
Yeah, it's just the gritting of the dog's teeth against, basically, like,
Yeah.
because it's bit through the flesh at this point. It is just eating the bone. It's just nomping on it.
Gnawing away.
So the 16 from Mordecai is the only one that will get his name, but not the remaining council member's name. Mostly because, once again, they're supposed to be like, no one ever sees them, and no one ever knows their names and stuff like that. So you knowing this person's name is pretty special, and I've worked out a way that you find out, so we'll go through that. But the council member themselves is a Minotaur. His wife, also a Minotaur. So Schleber the Kobold and the Minotaur got together. You can envision that the way you want.
Yeah,
Nope.
Schleber doesn't just invent weapons. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
The council member's name is Amris, so Amris. Tough striker. And he is one of the council members of the Sealy Court, effectively. The ones that oversee pretty much majority of the decisions of what happens in Anvil, in Tiandra's stead. So Amaris was on to TLDR. Amaris was basically the only council member to come down and showcase. We're having a ball. It's very exciting. You may get the opportunity to come up and see us, see everything that's going on. There's a fantasy NDA if you do go up there and shit like that. But like, he's the one that got nominated from the whole council to be the kind of face to go down there and, build the excitement. Because Tiandra's really excited about this entire thing. And so when he went down there, he's on not quite a float, but a carriage, and he's waving to everyone. They've got their actual banners and stuff. They've got their troubadours throwing out banners. Pamphlets, everyone, stuff like that. And the wife was alongside of him as they were in this carriage. When it all finished, and Schleber was definitely infatuated by the wife of Amaris. It wasn't until the very end where they had to find secret accommodation that Schleber secretly followed them to find out where they were staying, waited until it was night, snuck in, basically wooed the wife and goes, "Do you want to get out of here?" Successfully did it because the little shit can talk his way out of everything, he seems. They left, and then, well, you know the rest of the story. I made this character for you, Juzzy.
I'm kind of like, this guy. Oh god.
You love to hate him, and you hate to love him.
Like he has cool stuff that I want, but God, I just honestly want to do him in myself at this point. I'm like, he's just.
He's punching up. He's punching really high up.
He can't punch much higher than a Minotaur.
Yeah.
Like.
I'm
chaos, but he is absolute fucking chaos.
Yeah. The wife's name, if you ever need it, is Anaris. So Aneres. And her Anaris Silent Heart.
Right. Note to self: high five and then punch Schleber.
If they high five and shoot.
Yeah, high five and shoot. It's cool, buddy. All right. Anyway, problem solved.
Good work. Bang.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's the dude's punching above his weight, and well done to him.
Kobold's like 2 or 3 foot tall, and Minotaurs are like 10 foot.
That's why I said you can work that image out in your head.
Yeah.
Square peg, round hole.
It's basically the Futurama snoo scenario.
Yeah.
Crush pelvis.
Yeah, that's it.
Kobolds have a tail, right?
They do have a tail.
Yes. Okay, cool.
God.
Does Schleber mean tongue in Kobold?
He's a kobold.
Yeah, but does Schleber mean tongue in Kobold?
The man's known for his skills.
I'll tell you what, Liebe means love in fucking German, so there you go.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'll take that. I knew that the whole time and I meant it. That's great.
So I'm just gonna look at Aqua and just be like, oh, for fuck's sake. What are you doing now, Aqua?
It was, oh, well, I'm doing odd jobs to make funds to save up enough Luro to purchase just a small hovel for my family, for my sisters.
Well, how much are you making for this current job right now?
He goes, about 8 Luro. Within the fairy realm of Anvil, there's a small packed area where the fairies stay, separate to the market. They can buy accommodation, which is they hollow out trees and repurpose them and everything like that. A lot of them are within that that foresty area I mentioned before, where the walkways and stuff like that. So a lot of the fairies will stay within there, so they can buy accommodation there, and it varies in price depending on like how much room and everything they need. So the trees are large and thick, and they do go like quite tall, and they're grown with magic, so they're very like they're suited for fairies, and those are the fae, and like there are herringons and stuff in there, and some of them go deep underground where the roots go. So where the roots go underground, they've managed to make like underground walkways and caverns and stuff like that. So yeah, he's trying to basically buy a large enough one to fit him and his 6 sisters.
All right. I'm gonna give you 10 Luro, and you come and get drunk with us. I'll shout the booze. How does that sound?
He looks over at the females, and they've already left, and he goes, well, my funds have just walked away, so let's do it.
Let's go. I need to get that image out of my head, and liquor is the only thing that can help. Onwards.
So like I said, from here, like a brisk walk, between 15 and a half an hour, so we'll split the difference, say it's like 20. And so 20 minutes to get to the dry flute. You get to the front, and it's, once again, it's filled with mages. You can see robed figures walking in and out. It looks like a necromancer den because of the amount of different colored robes that are coming in and out of it. But there's different mages of different persuasions. There's also clerics and druids, and anyone that has a magical persuasion comes here for one distinct reason. There are no bards allowed in this tavern. Hence why it's called the Dry Flute.
Amazing. Love it.
Yeah, I was like, it's Shenton's favorite bar.
Yeah.
So it's called the Dry Flute because there are no bards allowed whatsoever inside of this, because bards are seen as like the mockery to magic itself. So they've taken upon themselves to basically go, you can go anywhere else except here. Just this one tavern you can't go, and it's the closest one to the Mages Academy. So
right now I'm spewing I'm not a bard.
We level up so we can all multi-class into bard.
Yeah.
we've got our resident barbarian over here. It's all good.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's hustle and bustle with mages, and it's very like it's funnily shaped, so it's very just thin but incredibly tall, and it has a pointed top of it that looks almost like the conical like hat of a mage, like the very stereotypical like Merlin pointed hat, but it's very very thin. Like you could take like 3 solid strides from Bong, and you'll make it from one end to the other.
Interesting.
Just do
Right.
it.
So is there anywhere in here to sit then, or is it like any tables,
So
or is this just like a bar?
That's
no,
big
so you haven't walked in
Can
yet.
we
So
get in with Bong?
thank you. As you walk up to the front door, who's going in first?
I would just be heading straight in, I reckon.
Awesome. Cool. So you make your way up straight in. You enter, no issues whatsoever. Akko comes in with you. He is in no issues whatsoever. Obviously, that you've ruled out his class of being a bard. Who goes in next?
I'll go
I mean,
in last.
I guess me.
You go in, Uli.
So, you enter. Flu enter. No, actually, Flu has to go in with Bong.
That's right. Yeah. I gotta after you, Fleur.
Yeah, that's it. So Flo will enter in, and she'll say thank you. I'm not going to do her voice because she will stab me. And so she enters in fine. So Mordecai leaves you and Bong.
Go last.
Yeah, it's all good.
Well, I'll go last. Bong goes last.
Not this time.
This is gonna be the polite war.
No, you go. No, you go. No, you go. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. I can't believe she hung up on me.
All right, let's go.
Now, did
Go on,
you
Morty.
take an actual level in Bard, or did you just choose the entertainer background?
I have no levels in Bard.
Okay.
Like, well, I have no opportunity to cast spells.
It's all good. You enter Bong. and you see what everyone else sees, and then Mordecai, you can follow in after him. That mages have turned this small tavern into an extravagant, ginormous, alchemical, crazy wild tavern. It has multiple seating areas, and it's huge. It's established that it's bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. So once you get in there, there are actually 4 separate bar areas where you can sit down and have a drink. So there is like hundreds and upon hundreds of mages in here walking around having drinks. There's 16 levels to this place. On the outside, it's only 3. On the inside, there are 16 separate levels, and each one is attributed to a different school of magic and look. So there's some that are very foresty driven for the druids. There are some that are very chaotic for those who love to use chaos magic or fire or anything like that. But each floor is given a dedicated look to suit the clientele that want to come there. It makes them feel more home. It also makes them want to spend more money, as it is. Like, it makes you feel more homely. It makes you want to spend your money. The bottom floor is basically your everything goes area, where everyone can mix and match together. There's no kind of like, oh, I'm this and that, and everything like that. So it's enormous, and there's there's 4 elevators. There's no stairs, because once again, it's magic, so they don't want to use any physical ability whatsoever. So there's elevators that take you quick smart up and down between all the 16 floors. The minute you walk in, Bong, and you have your weapon, so your weapon is both, you have your instrument strapped to the back of you.
Yeah.
It resonates, and an alarm goes off the minute you walk in, and it's just like a and 2 mages walk up to you immediately and go like, "Excuse me, sir, on your back, is that an instrument I see? Are you a bard?"
Bong is bong. And these are bongos.
Associates to the orc, is he a bard?
I want to walk up there and just be like, okay, boys, calm down. Not a bard. He's a bit of a simpleton. He just likes to bash on things. Come on, guys, have a heart.
What's
This
a
siren thing
bard?
go off because of the instrument,
Yes.
like specifically?
That
Cool. It would also go off for me then, because I actually have a lute.
Well, so it's specifically because he has it affixed to his person and he can see it, and your loot, is it in any way uncovered so everyone can see it?
Hide it under monk robes.
So then, no, it's more the fact that like Bong is proudly wearing out like, this is my instrument. I'll play it any chance I can get. So if you just have like majority, like a lot of mages have flutes and instruments on them. They just don't proudly wear them as like a status symbol. Not really wears it as a status symbol because Bong loves it, but like the idea is bards always carry their instruments with them.
How do they respond to my...
So you can roll persuasion with advantage because you are already of the magical persuasion, and you are trying to negotiate the fact that he is just a lovely simpleton.
Uli, did we win a prize?
Dirty 20.
Sweet.
I don't think so.
Yeah. The 20's enough for them to basically look over at Bong. The 2 walk up to him really close and goes, "Now listen. There is no music to be played here. There is to be zilch. Those bongos do not leave your side. You do not play them. You do not attempt to play them. The minute you even think about trying to play them, we will confiscate
playing
them.
them right now.
You will confiscate them, and we will kick you out of here, and you will not get them back."
Okay. If it makes any difference, Bong immediately thought about playing them after being told not to play them.
Yeah. As you're
He's
in
not
a room,
gonna play them.
you're in a room
He's
full
not
of
gonna do
people that telepathically read each other's minds. Like,
But as soon as you say,
gonna-
don't think about this, he thinks about it.
Yeah, I'm going to put my hand onto Bong's hand and just be like, you can play later, all right? Maybe I'll play my flute as well. We can have a good old time. Summon a bone devil. It'll be great fun.
Why do these people hate music?
Because they're boring, that's why.
Any like atmospheric music happening in here, or is it just like chatter and that's it?
it's chatter. So the idea of mages, because once again, they're like they like the quiet to research and to meditate. That's it. So the area you're in now is the area that most of the mages don't care about, the general chatter and conglomerate and the cacophony of noise. But each floor subsequently after that is much more dull in sound and much quieter. Within reason, like there's still people having fun and shit like that, but because it's a self-contained area, it's not this large, expansive like room full of noise. But there's literally zero music whatsoever. It's like when you're watching a sitcom, you turn off the laugh track, and everyone just sounds like serial killers after that. Like, yeah.
All right.
Do we actually want to go in here if we're not welcome?
I mean, you're welcome.
I have questions to ask.
Okay.
It's just the tavern, not the academy. But yeah. So Aqua will be sitting by. Will stay sitting. He'll float by your side, Helvig. You have promised him alcohol. So he is down to having a drink.
We're getting drunk.
And
is there anywhere that would cater to? I know necromancy is a bit on the nose here, but is there any necromancy area within here?
Yeah, there's one theme like a cemetery.
Hell yes.
Yeah,
Necromancy E.
Yeah,
everyone's going to get drunk in a cemetery.
Yeah, legit. Like it's every one of them is built around like a theme for it, including even those like of the clerical domains. So like they're still seen as magic users because they use deities as their power summons. So there's something for everything that's a mage user of some variety, except one exception, of course.
Asshole.
Look, my favorite class is legit bard, and this hurts me so much to do. But
this place feels a bit weird, but Bong's hungry.
Yeah, a few drinks and a bit of food, you'll be fine. Just don't play your bongos.
Bong won't play his bongos.
That's good. Maybe should I mind your bongos?
No.
So you don't accidentally play the bongos.
Bong won't play his bongos.
Okay. That's good. You don't want you getting kicked out. Or having your bongos confiscated, that'd be very bad.
Oh. They're not taking
bongos. Would have to steal them. If only we knew someone that was good at stealing stuff now.
Yes.
Yeah. What did you steal, Ollie?
It's a bit of a story.
We get a table.
Well, you know what? Let's go find a table and get some drinks, and we can talk all about it.
Yes.
Sweet.
Yes.
Is there anyone that's like waiting? Like tables, like taking you to your tables and that sort of stuff, or just go find your own table. And
you actually haven't seen a single person walking and handing out drinks. Every drink floats from the bar to the table you're sitting at.
Fucking amazing! I love this.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'm gonna be like, all right. Maybe it's pretty obvious, but I want to go where all the dead shit is.
Which once again,
but actually, first,
you're all like the themed rooms are like there's no rules, like you don't have to be there, but you can all go to like the cemetery area. It's just it's aesthetically pleasing for those of that domain. That's all it is. It's all it is. The drinks though are one thing that is exclusively themed around those areas.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might actually, if we can just find a table in the common area to start at anyway.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. That's good. So you have noticed that there are no free tables, but there's a lot of free floor space. All of yous that are once again of the magical persuasion notice that there's little wooden cylinders on the floors and that they're radiating just a small amount of arcane energy, and that you see one of the mages walk up with their mates, go down, kind of just infuse a small bit of magical energy into it, as a table just kind of sprouts out of it and just goes whoop, whoop, into a big circle, and little pop trees of seats appear in front of them. So you just have to find one of them to create.
Bong's gonna try that and it's be like, oh, cool.
Go for it.
What do I do?
Love it.
Yeah,
What
no.
am I
So
rolling?
if you want to,
Yeah.
so you go over to it and you see that they do something to it. You're not in any inclination in the way of magic, but everyone has innate magical energy in them. You've just never tried to use it. So I would like you to roll a D100 as you're
Oh no.
going to use magic you've never
Fuck yeah.
used before, and it's not going to work the way you want it to work.
That's about right.
You just need to lick it. You've got the magic tongue sigil.
93.
93, sweet.
It's not a battery.
Cool. So, you bend down and you've now seen what your comrades, or what you believe they do, enough times to kind of copy them as best to your ability. And so you bend down and you kind of gently, for the first time, kind of put your hand down on it, and you do feel like this kind of warmth within you kind of leave your chest, go running up your arms onto your hands, and you do magic for the first time ever, where you actually infuse it into it. You fucking idiot. You rolled the worst thing possible for you.
I can love it.
Oh, good.
So what'd you roll? Actually, sorry?
93.
No, sweet. So for the next minute, you are surrounded by faint, ethereal music for the next minute, which is the one tavern in the whole place that you do not want to have ethereal music running around you. But you are actually managed to create the stool. So you make a stool appear in front of you. The stool is infused with the music, not you. So you basically make the stool appear out of timber in front of you. It's enough for you to sit down of it, but the stool is sitting there playing ethereal music as like a speaker at this point.
I'm gonna sit down. Look
You're like
over
some
at the
fucking trash bag that comes with a UE boom speaker and just like play music.
looked out at the people who like told me off for no music. I'm just gonna sit down and be like,
You literally, all you needed to roll was like one more, and it would have done nothing because you just regained all your expended sorcery points. You don't have any.
yeah, I mean,
You just roll on the wild surge table then.
It's a separate one. There's a bunch.
A separate one, I was going to say.
Yeah, there's one.
Because you could have just killed half the people in the joint.
Yeah, because I think there's one where like he becomes bigger, and there's one where like he grows like 30 feet in size, or like if you die with it, you become invisible. You die, and if you die in like within the next minute, you get resurrected immediately. It's really cool, but like it's just chaos magic. But no, yours was enough that. Yeah, this basically Yui Boom's seat is playing music. It's faint, and it sort of gets actually, it does get drowned out amongst the chattering of people because it's faint. But let's see if anyone hears it. You're lucky. No one hears it. Unless you're gonna be like, unless you're gonna pick up the seat and be like a boombox and be like, dun, 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 dun.
not quite.
I'm just like,
Bogger's gonna very, very
don't
proudly
just
sit
yet.
down on the.
This is your little like stick it to the man moment where you're just sitting on like your
that's
Yui
exactly
Boom
it.
speaker and like letting it play music under your ass.
That's it.
But you have a seat. You did manage to use a magic for the first time ever. You just never will be able to do it properly.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I'm gonna probably wander over to him and just be like, "Proud of you, buddy." I'm gonna try to create the table.
Yeah,
And
you don't
chase
need to
The
roll
rest of us.
jack shit. You know exactly what you're doing. So like,
Yep.
you basically infuse it with magic, as you've been doing your whole life, and the table sprouts out, makes a circular table, and then basically you can create as many seats as necessary for you and your party.
I was hoping I'd push the thing. It was turned into one giant bongo table.
Love it.
Trying to have us
Alright,
fight like 100 mages, are you? That would have been
That'll be
great.
fine.
Yeah.
Sure, we'd just
Be
get kicked
fine.
out.
So you take your seats. The minute you sit down, you don't actually have to go to the bar to order if you don't wish to. Anyone that is magically inclined gets the menu in their mind and can then telepathically send it back to the bar, and the actual alcohol will float to the table. Those who aren't magically inclined have to physically walk up or have someone who's magically inclined order on their behalf.
Cool. What's on the menu?
So you two are fine. You're fine. Fleur and well, actually, Shadow Monks count as mages.
They have a little bit of magic.
Yes.
It's only minor
I
amounts,
mean,
but they've got a
I
couple
know-
of
I've got
things.
magic. I can cast
Do
fear.
they get the kids menu?
You can cast minor illusion, but it's
I can cast darkness. That's a second level spell.
This darkness.
Yes.
yeah, it
Fucking
falls under
idiot.
spells. It does fall under spells. So say you're okay. It's not a negative thing. But Fleur cannot. She has, like I said out loud. No, because it's innate knowledge. So so Bong and Fleur cannot. They'll have to physically walk up to get the alcohol. Whereas
Bong can cast one spell.
I mean, what do you mean? Sort of.
Yeah, sort of.
Sort of.
Probably doesn't count.
It's not really him.
Yeah.
So we'll say for the purposes of semantics, you can't,
Yeah.
even though you can. So Bong and Fleur will have to walk up and grab their drinks. The rest of you can physically just be as lazy as fucking possible and just order through your mind, or once again order for them as well. So the menu itself, instead of being themed, the bottom is just an open bar for whatever standard drinks they have. As per mages and their love of science or magic in general, they have concocted drinks that are tests, and they're trying to see if people like them. So there is a wild drink section where you can basically order a drink off the wild table, and you roll a d20 for me, and then you get a random drink assigned to you. You don't know what it is until you receive it. Or you can just basically get the drink of the day, which is they have one specific drink that changes every day that they have concocted, perfected, and it has an effect. You don't know the effect until you drink it, or you can just have normal alcohol. There's mead, ale, beer, cider, everything like that.
It's
I'm
already
gonna
been a
order
chaotic
double
day. Should we just
beer.
get 7 of the random ones?
Once again, Fleur gets
I'm
no
probably
choice.
being-
She's just like, oh yeah, that sounds great, guys. I love it. I won't nag at all. It's fine.
While you guys are deciding, I've probably just already, I've like an ordered like in my head, just like a whiskey or something, something basic, and I'm drawing on a piece of parchment that's sigil
Yep.
I've seen on Bong's tongue.
Yep. All good.
I'm just going to sit there and study it and look at it and sip my drink and
All good.
try
That's a
to
pretty
figure it
purple.
out.
You get your drink floated over to you, and you it's quick smart. Like it's within like the 30 seconds of you going, yep, I want that, no worries. Everything gets tallied magically onto a tab, and at the end they basically either deduct it from you magically, or you can go up and pay in person if you want to, talk to the barkeep, whatever you want to do. But your ale comes, you're fine. The rest of you can now decide what you would like to do, either once again magically or going up to the bar itself and ordering at the actual barmaid.
What would you like, Bong?
Bong feels like he hasn't eaten for a while. Bong just wants some food. Meat.
Is there a food menu in the mind?
So the best thing is you don't get charged for food here because they all have the conjure food spell.
Oh, nice.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So I'll just think lots of food. And what do you want to drink on top of that? Surely you want something.
Water.
Okay. Water and lots of food. That's what I'm going to think.
Yeah, that's all. And yours is the plate. As a kind of like comically large round circular plate appears just disgustingly large amounts of food for way more than the 7 of you could ever possibly need. But once again, it's magic. There is almost no limits to what the possibilities of what you can do. Food arrives on the table in front of you, and Bong's water gets floated over in like a very large, like comically large, like gallon jug that he can hold in his hand because he's a big boy. While his arrives, what alcohol would you like?
I will get one of the mystery ones because I can't help but have one of the mystery ones.
Yeah, go for it. So just a 1d20.
A 2.
Sweet. Now, yours appears and it kind of floats over to you, and you look at it and you're like, oh, it's actually like quite nice to look at. It's purple violet with like kind of glitter rolling amongst it, kind of like starlight is a swirl of it. And you put it down and it's stationary, and you notice that the like swirl isn't stopping. It's like a mini maelstrom inside of your drink, and it's consistently spinning and stirring it as if there's like one of those little like alcoholic things that stir the ice in the circle. Like it's just constantly doing that, but it's not stopping, and it just looks like a very thick kind of mead.
Well, cheers.
Sweet. You have drunk the Willow Whiskey, or as I say, it's the Willow Mead. For the next 6 hours, you see the spirit of like a small child poltergeist that creates hallucinatory effects for you. So the more you drink, the more you'll see dancing lights. You'll start seeing ghosts that aren't there, and you'll start seeing basically like the more you drink, the more inebriated. So right now you're seeing this ghost who's in front of you, and he's basically going to be like fireworks all the time, just shooting fireworks everywhere. The more you drink, the more ghosts appear, and the more random shit you'll start seeing.
That's an interesting drink. Not sure I should have more.
And once again, obviously, you're the only one see this. So like you're talking, and like over the shot of like say Mordecai, you see this kid smiling, and you'd be like firework, just throwing fireworks in your face the whole time.
I regret.
Xeran took the brown acid. I love it.
Pretty much.
You all right, Woody? You seem to be blinking a lot.
Yeah.
Very observant.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure what to go with this drink was, but I kind of see like a child ghost that's like making like sparkles and stuff happen everywhere.
You see ghosts as well.
I mean, do you want me to get you one? You can see what I'm talking about.
No, it's all right.
No.
So it leaves
Yeah.
Fleur and Mordecai. Mordecai, what would you like? And you can magically order yours.
Just magically order myself some water because this is probably the longest I haven't been on the sea in a while, and I'm yearning for the water.
I yearn for the sea. All good. Same for you. And because Fleur's not here, she's going to order a random drink alongside Auxiliary because she doesn't want to leave you in the lurch. She rolled a 1. What the fuck? So, Jesus Christ. Fuck. Who wants to look after Fleur? She gets the polymorphic brew, which it's used in drinking games as like the King's Cup that after everything's kind of like done, you lose, you drink it. So, for the next 1d4 hours, let's see how long that is. 3 hours. Fleur is going to turn into a bunny.
Please tell me the dog eats her.
Yeah, I think we need to separate the.
So it's polymorph. So the dogs, they're just basically just together. So you've got
Oh no.
the dog's now separate, and she's polymorphed into a bunny. So she's basically a fully polymorphed rabbit in front of you for the next 3 hours. as she slogs the entire drink down. And you have the blink dog now has eaten away, you've noticed, over the course of like the hours you're walking. The skin and muscle of like the upper thigh has gone, so it just leaves the bone as it's now making its way down the calf region and past the knee. It just wants to eat all the meat that's on this bone that Helvig's gone. Like, you know what, you'll be fine eating this. As it's now just plopped in the middle of the table alongside of the rest of your food. So you've got normal food and then a decapitated leg.
Well, someone else has now been able to turn into an animal. I'm happy. You happy there, Fleur? Little scratch of the ears.
That just leaves
You just get like the like pitter patter of like her feet. You get behind it.
Uli and Morty haven't been an animal yet.
Well, I mean, I can fix that now if you want. Let's not. I'm kind of seeing things at the minute. Let's not.
I mean, Eddie's awfully quiet. He might like being an animal.
It's possible. I mean, we've all got lots going on at the minute. I maybe shouldn't just randomly turn him into an animal.
No bong.
All right, yeah. I was gonna get stuck into the fucking food.
Go
I'm
for it.
hungry.
Yeah.
So you have, like I said, it'll last for a couple of hours. The illusionary effect, all the hallucinations of like, and it's not always just like fireworks. Sometimes I'll be like a kid running around with sprinklers around the tables of people and stuff like that, doing what he wants to do. It's not just obnoxiously like bam, bam, bam in your face. It's just any kind of flashing lights is what the kid likes. Water for Bong, water for Mordecai. You have now a rabbit and a dog on the table. And you have Helvig just going to town on any alcohol, which he usually does, which is fun. Aqua is the last one, and you were shouting the drink for him, Helvig. What drink would you like to give the young fairy? Given that his physical mass is very small, whatever drink you give him is like a one and done.
You say he's
Drinking
about
a
the size of a
bathtub.
pint glass.
Yeah, I would say a pint glass is his physical size, yeah.
All right, cool. Can I get one of those weird fancy drinks in a pint glass?
Yeah, the wild ones.
Yep.
Done. Roll the 1d20 for me.
12.
Sweet. So, yeah, and he's a fairy.
Can I order it with a straw?
Very small straw. Oh, poor dude. He gets the drink.
Have a real bad time.
Yeah, he's right. He gets a drink, and it comes out, and it's kind of like a smoky green look to it. It's got like actual like mist coming off the top of it. You've assured him it's okay to drink and everything like that. You give him the sippy straw to take it out. He gets a swig of the Banshee's breath. So it's a white swirling liquor made from a special translucent wild berry. Tastes sweet, but has an effect similar to mint gum. That now, for the next... Oh, it's only 1 hour. Aqua will feel like he's in the middle of an icy forest, and he is shivering. He is freezing, and no amount of warmth or anything you put in him will make him feel warm. So for the next hour, he is freezing.
Make sure you finish it, mate.
The size of his whole body.
It's a dad taking his son out for his first beer. Don't be a wimp. Finish it. Like,
I was gonna say he's drinking a
Finish it.
bathtub.
yeah, it's a little
pretty much.
onsen for him. It's a little onsen bathroom. As he finishes the whole drink and everything like that, and yeah, he just seemed like on the ground. He's just like, oh, is it cold in here or is it just me?
Just you.
Just you, buddy.
Oh, I think the alcohol's getting to me. It's hit me in spots I've never felt before. Everything's shriveled up.
Too much information,
No
bud.
comment.
Even that
Anyway,
one alone.
I'm just gonna keep looking at this sigil as well. Is there anything I'm picking up?
You can roll.
Differently.
You can either ask one of the various mages around you if you want for help, and you'll get a advantage on your Arcana or History check on it. Or you can try and do it yourself for
Probably
a
like, yeah.
straight roll.
Am I picking up any school of magic from it that I might like look around and be like, oh, they might be the best person to talk to.
Yeah, so you apart from the fact that a lot of mages stereotypically dress to fit their personality or their class, let's say, like Auxilium basically dressing in nothing but forest and leaves and everything like that, or like the brown tunics and that. 100% you could make out who would be. So the thing you have, the only thing you've found about this sigil is that it's infernal, but
Cool.
and that's chaos. The issue with chaos magic is chaos magic can happen from any school of magic when it goes awry. Those are those who have managed to contain it and utilize it in much more like professional ways that they've managed to learn how to, like fireball is almost a form of chaos magic that they've learned to like harness it and use it as a fireball, because if they didn't it would just be shooting a flamethrower. So what chaos magic does, it's the school of learning how to condense the most dangerous forms of magic into usable spells and then teaching those like fireball to those who can learn them. So chaos magic can be used by pretty much anyone. It's a very homebrew thing a lot of people have done, but it's really cool. So it's not really a school of magic that you can see someone dressing up as using chaos magic, unless you see someone walking around basically skitting around and be like fireball, 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 which is like a lot of mages anyway. But like you wouldn't be able to see per se a chaos mage because it could be any of them.
What I'm hearing is,
I guess knowing that it's
bonk,
infernal.
Yeah.
bonk and spit hot fire.
Yeah, bonk and spit hot fire. But knowing that it's
Rap for me,
infernal,
boy. Rap for me.
and knowing that because I am a tiefling, I also speak infernal.
Yep.
I'm going to potentially look around. Are there any tieflings
Yes.
around?
Yes. Not many. There's only another 6 you see on this floor of like several hundred people. But only 6 more you see.
All right. I'll probably look for like at least the most. I'll try to scale them in like most smartest to most stupidest, and I'm going to go somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, right, sweet.
I don't want some uppity prick and I don't want some idiot.
I get you.
I love most smartest and most stupid.
Yeah.
Roll.
I might not be smart, but Helvig is okay.
You're on the bottom of the scale.
His intelligence is +5.
Perception for me to see if you notice anyone that you believe is of adequate intelligence.
Whilst Helvig's doing that, can I just like really, really quietly get 2 bones and just start going like dun 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 dun, 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 like really quiet.
Yeah, you can roll performance for me. And no, actually, sorry. First of all, roll stealth.
I'm good at that.
And then roll performance if you're stealth.
I can love it.
16.
Yep. So
Pretty
you are.
good.
Yeah. That's good. Now your performance.
This
It's not with your
bad.
bongos, so it's not
Yeah,
disadvantaged to the high heavens.
8.
Still shit.
Love it.
Fucking-
Still can't get
I'm
it back.
fucking cursed. I haven't played with bones before, or have I? Probably not.
So the stealth is enough for you to basically pick it up, and you're looking around, and you're just like, "Oh, I really want to play some music." As you're just kind of like lightly tapping them on the table.
I just want to be the shit.
You manage to do it in a way that doesn't attract attention, which is fine, but it's still a shit performance. But you think it's like you at least now for the first time you can, instead of you going like, "Oh, it's a great performance," as Bong usually does, you're like, "I've never used bones before. Yeah, I guess it's not great." Like you've got your first bit of self-acceptance.
Rhythm's a bit off.
Yeah. Now, Helvig, your perception 17. 17, sweet.
17, yeah.
You scale the room, and the 6 tieflings, you can see that 2 of them straight away, you're like, okay, cool. They're illusionary mages. They're not going to want to deal with anything like that you may perceive as... Like, illusionary mages are those who, like, are they're very trickster ones. They're based around trying to use illusion magic for either tricks or to trying to create the biggest, most extravagant, like, illusion they've ever made, but they also use other spells along that class as well. So you would rule them out. The remaining 4, there's 2 specific ones. One's a female, one's a male. The female one's a purple one. The male one's actually like an orangey yellow tiefling. Both of them, you can't quite make out what school of magic they're from, because they are also like wearing kind of like a floral gown for the female, and the male's wearing like a not quite the same suit you're wearing, but it's not quite a tux. It's just like a nice jacket and everything like that on top of it. He's not wearing any robes that associate them with a school of magic. They're dressed in normal clothes. There are people who wear normal clothes here. They don't have to wear their robes. Like, for instance, yourself. So these are the two that, once again, they have to be like some form of mages to order the way they're ordering, because they're sitting down, the drinks are coming to them, but you're not sure what they could belong to. And then you can actually see two more tieflings gambling with dice on the far reaches of the table next to a bar itself, with like a crowd that's gathered around them, and they're all kind of like watching it and hushed, like watching as the both of them are rolling dice and playing liar's dice to try and win money off the other two of them. Those straight away you can see are necromancers, because they're both wearing like dread robes with the skulls and bones attached to the actual robes themselves. So you're like, my people. But you also know that like necromancers are notorious for just basically being like, how could I use you? How can I abuse you in some way, shape, or form?
You don't say.
Yeah, look at that. Look. Yeah. So there's your.
I play a character. I play it well.
So that's
I kind of look over at them, and I'm just kind of like, I look at their outfits as well, and I was just like, fucking tryhards. I'm gonna go head over to the other two that are at the table, to the ones that are just dressed more casually.
Yep.
They're together at the same table.
They're sitting at the same table together. Yep.
I'm just gonna come up and I'm just gonna sit down, put my drink down, and be like, so have you guys ever seen this? And I'm just gonna pass the piece of paper over and just be like, what can you make of this?
Before you mean, so the male is actually just sitting there like with his hands against this, and you're just gonna sit down, and he just stares, he looks you up and down, and he goes, well, hello there to you too, sir.
Helvig, and you are?
Excellent. Well, it's nice to give introductions before you start throwing. Oh my. Why do you have that?
It's a long story. What can you tell me about it, though?
Oh, well, you can call me Lem, so Lem.
All right.
And he's just like, and he's the orange yellow tiefling. He goes, is there a reason why you're wanting to know about this specific incantation?
I just want to know if it's potentially cursed someone that I may or may not care about.
How would this curse someone? It's a symbol for a spell, and my partner knows what it is, and I've seen it before. I can't speak the spell cantation, but she can. And you've got Rem, so REM and LEM, so Lem and Rem. And she just looks down. She goes, what do you mean it's cursed someone? Because this is a...
Well, more concerned. Forgive my ignorance.
No.
I'm more just... I've seen it on someone, and I'm just want to make sure...
Like tattooed on someone? Emblazoned on someone? On a book or a spell?
Tattooed, sure.
Right, okay. Well...
What can you tell me about this sigil?
It's an incantation, and you must know a deep infernal to be able to pronounce the correct verbalization for the spell, which I know, but Lem here does not. And if this person you have has it tattooed on them, then I assume that they also know deep infernal and to be able to speak it. Are they able to do that? Because if they are, they should already know. If they don't, I can teach them to be very wary about ever using this spell.
Wary, why? What does the spell do?
And
while she's talking as well, I'm gonna sort of eyeball their drinks.
Yep.
And I'm gonna order 2 more for them, and they're just gonna come over.
Yeah, so they both.
I might be a prick, but I'm not a complete prick.
That's right. So they've both actually just got it's like a very almost like tequila. It's a clear ale. But you can see that there's a slight bit of brown amongst it, so it's a very weak ale that they just want to have a drink without the effects of getting drunk from it. And so you order 2 more and bring it over, and she goes, well, it's something that I, in fact, once myself dealt with and utilized once, and said to myself that I probably will never do it again because the risks and rewards are up in the air. But it is a spell used to summon cards from an infernal deck.
Helvig's probably a little bit concerned. Justin is very excited. And what can you tell me? Well, I guess, have I heard of this deck?
You can roll history
Bong.
for me, or actually, it has to be history for this one.
Yeah, that's all right.
Bong,
Was almost
absolutely.
natural 20. 16.
16. So you have heard of something called, but you've never actually been able to witness or see it used before. Something called the Infernal Pact deck. Infernal Pact deck. It is a infernal mockery and copy of the Deck of Many Things that swaps out a lot of the cards for different ones. So instead of you've got the Oracle card, you've got the Eclipse card, the Werewolf card, the Shadow card, and the Serpent card, and all these different ones. It's a much smaller one, but everything revolves around infernal beings and stuff. So it's a demon's infernal mockery of the Deck of Many Things. It is in way more dangerous to use than a normal Deck of Many Things. The one reason why you found out about this and you've heard about this before is because the card set is much smaller. There's only 13. There is, and every time a card is pulled, there is a chance that when that card is drawn, and by vocalizing using the spell summons the deck and you pull a card, that the deck physically explodes and kills the user immediately without a chance of revivifying them. And because of that, majority of people don't use it because it's the danger inherently of using that is basically you draw a card, the effect takes place. Once the effect has taken place, you roll a D100. If you roll a certain numbers, which I have on my thing, if those numbers land, it's bye-bye person.
So basically what you're saying is, right at the start, you gave me an Infernal book. I need to give it to Bong, and he needs to learn Infernal right now.
No, so this is the thing. The tongue that was given to Bong and the sigil attached to it allows for Bong to speak the incantation without needing to know the language. That spell is infused onto the tongue, and
I was absolutely speaking deep Infernal at the start of the session.
So if Bong ever wants to, he needs to simply speak a specific word. Which Bong, I will message you the word because you already know it. Unbeknownst to you, you just now naturally know it. If you speak it, the deck will appear in your hands. When it's in your hands, you have to draw a card. You do not get the choice of not drawing a card.
Okay, great.
Dave, just for future reference, don't give me something like this because I will not be able to resist, and I will derail the campaign on the spot.
Yeah.
Honestly, I kind of want to go get Bong to say the word right now.
Luckily, Bong's an idiot.
I'm gonna be like, well,
So if I speak
Ren,
it,
what
I have to draw it, not anyone else.
So only you. Only you.
All right. Jesus, all right.
If someone else says it, it does nothing.
We just gave Bong a nuclear grenade. Amazing.
The
now I got it in 2 campaigns.
The word is Zegrathok.
Yeah, I know, right? Fuck.
So
what?
Zegrathok. So Zegrathok is the demon who originally created it. You simply say his name, so Zegrathok. You say his name, and the deck appears in your hands, and you are physically and mentally compelled to take a card out of the deck, and then you have 13 cards that you can draw from, and yeah.
Cool.
All right.
So Rem, tell me, what card did you pull and what did it do?
You have to roll persuasion.
4.
She looks at you and goes, I'm sorry, but it's a little bit of a private matter that I don't really wish to discuss with someone who I've just met. Not to say you aren't friendly, that you did order strings, but it is still something that I would rather not discuss with someone I've just met.
Lem as well, like, what does his suit look like? Is my suit better?
Yeah, 100%. Yours is a tailored
I'm
black
gonna be
suit
like-
with the with the cane and everything like that. He's like I said, he's more as like a jacket, like the long over jacket, like for the winter months and stuff like
Okay,
that. Yeah.
I'm just gonna kind of look at her and be like, "Thank you very much for the information, Rem." I'm gonna pull out a piece of parchment. I'm gonna write down the name of that tailor, and I'm like, "You should probably get yourself sorted out, mate." And I'm just gonna walk off.
You basically just said you look like shit. Get yourself sorted.
Yep.
So you have now knowledge of Bong's plight. Bong, you know, like that name rings in the back of your mind. You have no idea what it is. You don't know why you know it, or now that you know it, but it rings in the back of your mind. If you ever say it, you know what happens.
So do I guess I'm gonna come over? I'm gonna like talk to Bong into his head. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Bong, you know that word that you might know now from, your tongue growing back?
What regenerate?
No, the one that starts with Z. Don't say it unless really, really necessary. Like this
What?
is like life or death. We're all gonna die. Cause yeah, could be bad.
All right. Well, it's a hard word.
Mm.
What
I'm so tempted to be like, can you pronounce it for me?
I thought you would like
Can
you're like
use it in
making a
sentence?
situation.
It's like
Right.
Zegra cock. That's not it, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
better.
no, Bong.
Playing with fire. All right. I'm watching Dave's screen very intently.
Yeah.
It's sitting here
It's
on the
like-
list of cards because you're dangerously close to
Yeah.
saying it.
No, my like bug would fucking evaporate. I don't need that. I already nearly died
Yeah,
once.
be like, yeah, Bong. It's just yeah.
Well, what's it do?
Potentially something very bad, or potentially something very good, but the risks are too high. We need to learn more about it, and whether or not. I mean, if you use that word, you could die, and there's no coming back.
Well,
Just
could you
dead,
just take
dead.
Bong's tongue?
All right, where's my dagger?
Do you want to
Just
try?
kinda like,
No.
nah.
I will take you. I'll take what you say. It's fine.
Kind of
Well,
like,
you get one every session.
Yeah. Yeah, one mulligan.
be like,
Yeah.
yeah, one mulligan.
Yeah. One intrusive thought that you say out loud, but
no, Bong, I'm not going to take your tongue. At least not yet, but You never know. This thing might come in handy at some point. I'll let you know.
Yeah, you just let
If I tell
Bong,
you to use it, then
you let Bong know when to use his tongue.
well, when to say that word. Fucking hell! You just broke Dave. I love it.
Continue.
D&D After Dark, folks.
It's like Big Brother After Dark at 9:30.
Shit.
Oh god.
You've given your warning to Bong. Bong, you now know the word, and you have been told of the repercussions of saying it. Whether or not you fully understand
Vaguely.
it,
Vaguely
I was like,
told the
you
repercussions.
vaguely understand what's going on. Is a different story.
Yeah.
But the the drinks are flowing, the food is nice, and you have a merry time.
Do another let's check with the fucking different bones this time.
Yeah, that's wrong. Several hours pass, and Uxuri, you notice the effects of hallucinations stop, and you're back to just seeing everything as it is, and you're just kind of like seeing the multicolors. You know, he's like someone flashes a light in your eyes, and you're like seeing those like blinking orbs everywhere. You're like, oh, yep, cool, it's good vision. And Fleur stops being a bunny and turns back to being Fleur. Although, albeit she is still on the table on all fours, kind of like snickering her teeth in her nose a bit, and she's like, "Oh, what is going on?" She is aware because probably more people are aware, but she's just kind of like, "Fucking hell!" She hops off the table, stands there. Mordecai and Bong, you had your water, so you're perfectly okay and everything like that. And poor Aqua, after everything he's had, is actually now completely passed out on the table because he's a lightweight. He doesn't actually drink that often. Of this caliber, this level, he usually gets a fairy spirit drink, which is a much smaller concoction. A merry time is had for all. It hits the stroke of midnight, and a lot of the people have already gone home. Just because they're like, I'm done with the night and everything like that. They want to go home to their families or whatever. Maybe they just want to, depart for the night. The front doors open up and 2 rows of guards walk in, one going to the right, one going to the left. They're kind of like looking around, seeing everything.
Put my hands up. Wasn't playing music.
Yeah, your music already stopped. The ethereal stuff. It was only for an hour. They're looking around, looking for someone, and you see a very short, kind of like hunchbacked man walk in. He's got like a black cloak on with feathers on the shoulders. He looks to be sort of, you would say, not quite guard captain level, but he is also someone of more important note than the rest of the guards. Yes. Everyone, I'm looking for 2 individuals who match the description and the names of them. I am looking for a Miss Fleur and a Mr. Mordecai to come with me immediately. They are under arrest. And that's where we'll end it tonight. No, we're ending it there, bro.
No one by that name here.
And put him in my pocket.
No one by that name here. We only have Morty and
just,
Fleur. No, Miss
just for your reference, I would have picked up Aqua's pass out form and just put him in my pocket.
Yeah, it's fine. That's all good.
That's all I wanted to do.
I'm surprised you didn't put him in the bag of holding with all the fucking zombies.
No, he's not dead yet. Although it would be fun for him to wake up and they're like, ah! But I'm pretty sure he'd also suffocate in there. So
Yes.
Oh, good. Great. I got yet another thing that would cause catastrophic failure if I choose to use it.
Yes.
Oh, you know.
Yeah. Goddamn, that would be so tempting. Yeah.
So you had 3 options for the tongue, right? Oh god. There was when you chose to do. The cleric who is in the
Mage's Guild.
Yeah, thank you. she would not have been able to do it. She does not know the regeneration spell, but the druid 100% could have done it.
Yeah.
She was going to be, and I won't spoil anything, but like there was definitely a shot of you getting up there to get it done. Not right now, but yeah, she would
another, like,
have done it.
6
Would've
weeks
been-
of
It would have been a lot more
I was
of
fully
basically.
prepared to commit to. I was
Yeah, it was a
fully
lot
prepared to
more
commit to that.
Bong basically doing
Nah.
that.
Nah. I was like, you know what? I will sell my soul to whoever the fuck this guy is, just to not have to deal with that for the next 6 weeks. Love it.
Do we want to?
Level up.
No, not that.
Fucking hell.
Because I feel like had Lynn been here, we probably would have discussed some of the stuff that had happened during the time that we were drinking and eating, like after she was no longer a bunny.
Yep.
Do we want to do that? Like fill in what just happened in the last like bunch of hours leading up to us coming here before the guards come to discuss what's happened, or are we just gonna have to do that
Let
later?
it lie.
Yeah, because like a lot of shit has happened. Yeah, I mean it's up to you how you want to do that. What do you think?
So do we want to do a doodle 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 or not?
Yeah, essentially, like whether we like what time did we get here? Because you said it's like midnight. Like
It's
how
midnight
long have we
now.
been here?
So it all concluded at 4 p.m. It took an hour and a half to get there. So that's 5:30. Once you actually sit down and start doing everything, it was 6. So you've been there 6 hours.
Oh, yeah.
From the time you kind of walked in the front doors to you've eaten, drunk, had merriment, 6 hours.
Okay.
Which is
Well,
enough
again,
for the
it's up
effects
to you,
of
I
the
guess.
stuff.
If you want to, how do you want to sort of handle that? Like whether we want to start the session with what could have happened in that time because I didn't want to start trying to talk about all the goings on without her here, because it's like then you're sort of missing out on all of that. You know what I mean? Or we can just.
Well,
Because obviously we've got no idea what's going to happen now with those two getting arrested, but it feels like they're going to go away and then we're not going to be able to talk about it all again.
Well, we have no idea.
Well, that's right. We don't know. Dave
So,
knows. We don't.
Yeah. I think what you can do is just ask her. We'll just ask Lynn. Because if she's like, I'm happy to roll with the punches, and we just keep going. But if she's like, hey,
I mean,
maybe.
fine.
If she goes, hey, no, it would be cool to like RP like the last maybe hour. We just do that. We'll leave it up to her. Because I'm happy to roll with either. Because I like no matter what, I have the story for both. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So say bye to the stream.